In celebration of our incredible partnership with Surf Lifesaving Queensland, we wanted to ask the Lifesavers why they love Surf Lifesaving.
I just love Surf Lifesaving because I love being in a team environment, training with like a great group of people, being at the beach every day and just staying fit and healthy.
I love Surf Club because I get to stay fit and healthy, and I love my friends and being in a cool environment.
I love the hard work, being with the squad and the community.
I love Surf Lifesaving because of the racing. It keeps me fit and healthy, and I also have so many amazing memories that the sport's given me.
I think it's really special that it's the only sport where you have to give back to your community. So we're all patrolling on the beaches, and I think that's very, very special.
I think it attracts the right community of people. There's obviously that byproduct of being able to save people's lives if you need to.
I've been involved in Surf Lifesaving for about 30 years now. All my best friends have come from this movement, this organisation. We grew up together as nippers. We became best friends on the beach, and we continue to bring our kids and our families back to the beach to be part of this movement. That's what makes Surf Lifesaving special, and that's what makes surf sports special, and that's what keeps so many people coming back year on year on year.
I love Surf Lifesaving because it's a one-stop shop to meet all your friends and all family. It's a great way for the community to get together and actually team up, not just for competitive reasons, but for social reasons as well, and keeping people safe on the beach.
Love Surf Lifesaving because I love coming down doing all the team events with my friends.
I love Surf Lifesaving because it's one of the only sports in the world where you train day in, day out and race most weekends to replicate real-life scenario rescues.
So that's why the partnership between Shore and Partners Summer Surf and Surf Lifesaving Queensland is so important. It's fostering the next generation and bringing people to the movement that we all love so much.
The grand finale of the inaugural Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. It's a double-header, back-to-back days of surf sports action. It's the race created for a champion. It's now the race that creates champions. Nobody has forgotten the first ever Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. Ali Day sprinted right past Shannon to claim the title for the first time. Fast forward to 2025 and the prestige has only grown. The odds of victory only steeper. It's the years of blood, sweat, tears and sacrifice. The relentless toil in the dark where champions are truly forged. Now, after months of grueling competition and countless moments of triumph and heartbreak, the entire Shore and Partners World Ocean Series reaches the final weekend with over $200,000 in prize money and 2 Subaru Crosstreks waiting for the series champions. The stakes have never been higher. This is the grand final. This is the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. We're on the beautiful Gold Coast of BMD Northcliffe for the jewel in the crown of the surf sports calendar. 13 events, a huge summer all around Australia, New Zealand and the world, and it all comes down to this one. The grand finale, it's all on the line. It's now or never for these athletes, and we're lucky enough to have the best surf sports athletes in the world for the next 2.5 hours here live on your television. We're going to see the best surf sports action anywhere in the world. I'm Josh Minogue. Joining me on the beach, Ty Dowker. Ty, what an event, what a man this event's named after. It's truly a special occasion for surf sports.
Yeah, big occasion. Obviously, it's the granddaddy, isn't it? The granddaddy of the World Ocean Series Shore Partners event, and in the great name of Shannon Eckstein. His stats speak for themselves, but every competitor wants this to win this event. Last night we had a VIP dinner. There's 10 there. We've had 4 that have won it once, and we've only had 2 that's won it twice. It's a big day in surf sports racing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Some of the greatest names in our sport have etched their name on that Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic trophy, and 2 more will go on this afternoon. We've got a huge afternoon worth of racing. We'll do the We Are Feel Good Inc. wave and weather report first. Plenty of wind, plenty of swell, plenty of blue bottles. It's going to be tough out there for them.
I'll tell you one thing, every year it delivers, and once again this year we've got a 4 to 5 foot swell, southeast winds, there's a bit of sweep, we might see a bit of movement running down the start towards the south, incoming tide as well. There's plenty out in the water for everyone. everyone. It's anyone racer today.
A little different program this afternoon. We're going to kick things off with the men's and women's board race, then straight into the big ones. The Ironwoman, Ironmen events, swim, ski, and we'll wrap things up with the mixed taplin relay as we normally do. We're going to get into the racing right now, but first we have one special presentation. It was unofficial yesterday. It's official today. Naomi Scott, with her win yesterday in the Ironwoman event, is the overall Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series Ironwoman champion. And we've got a little prize for her up here as well. We'll swing it around now. I've got CEO of Shaw & Partners, Earl Evans, here. Naomi Scott, the Open Women's Champion. And, of course, the man the event is named after, Mr. Shannon Eckstein, to do a very special presentation. First of all, Earl, Naomi, what a season she's had. What an opportunity this is, and what a car she's going home with.
Not bad, huh? Not bad. So congratulations, Zoe. No, I did a phenomenal job all season. Unbelievable. All the girls that competed were just actually quite incredible. And, it's been a very competitive season. I think for Naomi to have won the very first World Ocean Series from the female side, something she should be very, very proud of. And I'm sure she'll have lots of people on her tail today to say, you got the title, but we're going to not let you win the Shannon.
To do it with a round to go, Naomi, obviously a highlight of your career, but you got this race this afternoon. It's the one you all want to win. How do you reset and go again?
Oh, yeah, honestly, it's just so exciting. It hasn't fully sunk in yet. I think I'm still got half my mind on the racing that I have ahead of me today. So definitely looking forward to getting out there in the ocean and having a crack. But, yes, very, very excited and very thankful for this and this beautiful car that's behind me. And a big thank you to Shaw & Partners and Race One for sponsoring it as well.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job. Shannon, I'll jump in quickly and have a chat with you. Obviously, the event named after you, very special in your world. You picked Naomi yesterday. I don't know why anyone would go against what you said because you picked it very well. What's it like to have Naomi as a champion and an event like this in your honour?
Oh, the event's huge. This is the seventh running on the event. It started in my last season of racing with 200 competitors and over 1,000 people here at BMD Northcliffe, and through the support of Shaw & Partners Financial Services, it's grown and grown, and Naomi's had a fantastic year, the World Ocean Woman Champion, and now to win the World Ocean Series. Congratulations to her.
Yeah, she deserves it. We'll hand her the trophy, the cheque for $10,000, and, of course, the car keys to a brand-new Subaru Crosstrek. She will head down there. What about that? Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation has been done. It's been said, and we're going to crown another couple of champions here this afternoon. I'm going to pass it up to the commentary team, Stu Duff, and former champions Harriet Brown and Matthew Poole.
Thank you there, Josh Minot and Ty Dowker on the beach. They will be our men on the sand today, and they have the best seat in the house. I'd say we have the second best, and I'm joined by former champions Harriet Brown and Matt Poole. Are you excited about this afternoon's grand finale, the Shaw & Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic?
Yes, I'm so excited. It has been such a great day, and yesterday as well, but now is when everyone gets the most excited for the finals.
That's right, Paulie, you're a former champion, so you know what it's like to win, but you didn't quite get the hot pink car Naomi Scott there, the Subaru Crosstrek, but what a special presentation for her.
Wasn't it? What an incredible day for her right now, turning up today the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic Finals, and she already knows that she's walking home with the $10,000 cheque, the brand new Subaru car. What an amazing feeling, and we haven't even started the finals yet.
That's it. It's the grand final, the first ever, the inaugural Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. We've had a change of program this afternoon, so we're going to start with the men's board and female boards before we roll on through to the men's Ironman and Ironwomen. That'll be the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. We then have the open men's and female swim before we go to the ski. Unfortunately, due to conditions and the jellyfish activity out there, the blue bottles, they were wreaking havoc in the Race 1 Junior Arena. We won't see the juniors roll around today, but that'll mean we go finish with the $12,000 up for grabs in the open mixed taplin. We're going to kick off proceedings this afternoon with the open men's board, and it's all up for grabs, but unfortunately for the series leader right now, Charlie Verco, he bowed out earlier in the qualifying rounds. He won't feature in this final, so he will have a very nervous sit and watch because he will try to beat that of Connor Maggs, Corey Fletcher and Cruz McKee.
Yeah, look, it's going to be a very nervous final for Charlie Verco. Unfortunately, going out earlier today, the series for him is up for the taking, and he's just got to sit back and watch. So see how the results unfold. I think Corey Fletcher, our reigning board champion from last year, look, He got done up the beach by Cruz McKee yesterday. I don't think he's going to let that happen again. I think Corey's going to get the goods.
And there we go, the official start list there. It's Mitch Stitt out of Surfers Paradise. He's not far away from his home beach. Mitch Morris, Nath McKenzie and Angus McPhail. He was an automatic qualifier. Oliver Dillon is a junior Australian champion. Watch for him. He's one to watch today. We roll through that next page. On his home beach, the Australian champion, Zach Morris out of BMD Northcliffe. Cruz McKee, the one to watch here. He was the champion of the last two 10,000 point events. Ollie Monaghan with the Black Swans Maroochydore, and the young man there out of the Coogin Headland Pirates. You can see him there with his race one ticket. Back to back, Jules Lockmar. He will be in there and he will have a chance. And if he wins $1,500, that is a hell of a long way to go at the school tuck shop come Monday.
Yeah, he was so excited to win it again. He couldn't believe it yesterday. It's what he wanted all season, and then to win the race one ticket again and line up to have another shot against these open guys. He was so excited.
Now, obviously, there's more than just the individual accolades up for grabs today. A win on Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic Day is as big as it gets, but a Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series win is probably bigger than that, and there are 4 still in the hunt for the overall series. The 4 C names are Connor Maggs, Charlie Verco, Corey Fletcher and Cruz McKee. Like we mentioned before, Charlie Verco unfortunately failed to qualify here today, so he will have a nervous sit and watch, and it'll be a mathematical equation. Eventually, we will find a winner in this series. It's pretty simple though. Connor, Corey, Cruz, they win today, they win it all.
Yeah, look, it's going to be really exciting as we see the boys now. You can almost feel the nerves, feel the tension. You can't but help just try not to stay calm and relaxed in these sorts of environments. It just means so much on the races.
Racing here in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic, the first event of the program, the Open Men's Board, and we can see, like usual, just after yesterday, day one of the doubleheader, they fan across and right through the middle of the screen, Joe Collins off to a flyer, trying to remiss what he missed out on the iron this morning.
Yeah, Joe's just had a great start there. He was jumping off on the bank, doing some bunny hopping, then jumping back on, jumping back off again. It's a lot about making decisions and trying to get out through that shore break as quick as possible, and he's just getting out the back there now.
He was fired up after missing the iron this morning. He doesn't get a chance for the $25,000, and he said, I'm going to give everything in this board and ski to see what I can do.
And that looks like that's exactly what he's doing right now.
Yeah, look, at the moment it's just like Joey Collins in the middle there. Tex Dixon's just off to his left of Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park, and we might have Corey Fletcher. He's in the middle there lurking. You can see the notorious yellow board of Corey Fletcher. He's going to be wanting to absolutely get through this break without getting untouched.
As well as that, it looks like there Noah Steiner of Wanda also up and over. Tex Dixon hits the first pop. Look at that bright yellow board up the top there, Corey Fletcher. He has a chance to win the series and go back to back. He was last year's series champion, so he's giving himself every opportunity. Big Papa Pump about to go up and over that one. Rolls underneath it though. Tex Dixon goes over. Matt Lee out of Currumbin pops that one as well. They're just trying to navigate that BMD Northcliffe break for the first time.
Yeah, that might be Mitch Morris there, is it, at the top of the screen on the red race one board? He's had an absolute incredible start at the moment. As the boys, you can see on the northern side, there's a little pack out there, and then down to the south, there's another 3 boys. So through the middle, they've been held up a little bit. Joey Collins, who had a big start, he's been washed well back now.
And Corey Fletcher's also been washed back as well, so he's on the yellow board in the middle. So it looks like we have a line coming out there from the southern side as well as the northern side. They will meet at the Cairn.
Well, much like yesterday, we saw some take the southern passage and others take the north passage, but at the moment it looks like it potentially is the Morris brothers out in front. Definitely Jake Morris there in second spot, but we're about to come to an arrowhead as north meets the south.
Yeah, look, Cruz McKee, I've tried to find him in the sea of board paddlers there. He's at the back at the moment. He's going to have to get going if he wants to get towards the front of that pack and give himself any chance of a series title. But I think that is Zach Morris that's going to be around in 1 at the moment. Zach Morris, BMD Northcliffe in 1, and then just behind him I can see his brother Mitch Morris, and then that might be also Tex Dixon and
Connor Maggs right
Connor
there
Maggs.
in third spot.
There we go.
And Mitch Morris not making it easiest for us right here. He's actually paddling on Jake's board, so if the twin thing isn't hard enough, they've tried to confuse us once again, but it's the Australian Zach Morris that turns for home first. He wants to get this run here and he wants to open this gap up, but look at the rattlesnake start to sliver into this one. Tex Dixon there on the white on orange stripe as well. Joe Collins rounds the can in about 8th spot. Wave up for grabs right here, running on there. Zach Morris starts to power down. Will he get down that one?
Not quite. He's nearly down there, but they're coming from the back. They're all up on their knees now. They're rating up.
Yeah, there's Odin Parrish in the middle there. He's just worked very, very well to get down that wave here. Wave opportunity for Zach Morris. I think he's done enough.
It looked like it was going to be a race of 8 down the party wave. They all fell off, but it's Zach Morris that gets that wave there. He needs to hold this one all the way to the beach, and he'll take the first bit of glory. Almost takes a stumble there, pulls it back straight, surfs his race one board through the gutter here. He holds this wave, and it'll be his race on that second wave there. Corey Fletcher, that'll be enormous for the overall series. He powers down the front of this one. He needs to get over this little double up. It might be all she wrote. It might be going home with Zach Morris here this afternoon. The Australian champion potentially becomes the Shannon Eckstein Ironman champion. But there is a party wave out the back as well. Corey Fletcher and Connor Maggs on that next wave. The overall series up for grabs. But your champion of the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic board race is going to be none other than Zach Morris on his home beach. The Morris brothers take the first strike here on the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic Day at the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. $1,500 and 10,000 points. He takes the tape. The overall series might have been decided right there. Connor Maggs beating Corey Fletcher up the beach, and I don't know if that will be enough for him to take the overall series. Dramatic yesterday. Connor Maggs missed his board heat, didn't get the opportunity, which left the door ajar. Corey Fletcher, runner-up yesterday, took his opportunity. He pushed it into the final. Now, Charlie Verco sitting, waiting, wishing. I don't know. We'll crouch numbers. Josh is on the beach with the champion. We'll be back with the unofficial series.
They're doing the number crunch of the overall series, but don't worry about that. On your home stretch of sand, in the biggest occasion in surf sports, kicking off the finals package like that, how do you feel?
I feel great. I kind of took my own line on the far right there, and I knew I could paddle back to the can, and I knew that I'd have to paddle into the current, so in the end it was a good way to go out.
Talk to me when you looked over your shoulder and there was 10 on the wave behind. Did you knew you were home?
I didn't even know they were on the wave behind, and then my dad, just my handler, and he was yelling out there just behind you, so yeah, I just had to get up and bunny up, and then yeah.
What a way to start the finals package. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Morris, your board race champion.
Thank you.
Oh, how good is that? BMD Northcliffe right in front of the BMD Northcliffe 10 as well. Unofficial.
Crunching the numbers. I don't have enough fingers and toes. I mentioned yesterday, maths not my strong suit, but unofficially, it looks like Connor Maggs, the Rattlesnake, may have just won the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series board title. Obviously, the champion of today, Zach Morris, but your podium, as they are, Corey Fletcher in third position, Connor Maggs in second, and your Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series board race champion on Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic Day, BMD Northcliffe's Zach Morris. What a race. We're trying to dissect what had happened, and obviously we can't see that second wave, but for us it looked like Corey Fletcher was sitting there waiting. Connor Maggs took that shot, and off he went and caught that runner all the way to the beach and out sprint the fastest finisher on the beach, Corey Fletcher.
Well, it's a really, really challenging and tricky thing to do. When you're seeing those waves double up in that shore break there, you definitely want to get a last little bit of a run and a push out of it, because we know how fast Corey Fletcher is. So Connor Maggs, I dare say, must have timed that to absolute perfection to get another sprint finish win up over Corey Fletcher and potentially take the overall series.
Well, that's right. And obviously these are all unofficial, so don't shoot the messenger. We're just bringing you what we have. But for us, on 37,720 points, Connor Maggs will leapfrog that of Charlie Verco, who was on 35,000, nervously sitting, waiting. A second place for Corey Fletcher only gives him enough to go to 36,190. So by our numbers and what we have, Connor Maggs will take home the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series, as we see Zach Morris now collect his winning trophy and his cheque for $1,500, thanks to Shaw & Partners Financial Services and Race One Surfcraft, major partners of the World Ocean Series.
And Zach will be so happy with that race today. He just pulled out ahead, and he didn't want to do a sprint finish. There were so many others on that next wave, and you could see him come across the line. His dad was handling for him. It's Oddie's home beach, and it was such a great win from Zach there.
Yeah, fantastic paddle from Zach. It's crazy how he just really stands up on the big stage. I mean, not to say that by any means that he's not a good board paddler, but he won the Australian title and then he stood up today and he's taken another big series resume win.
When Zach Morris is on, he is the absolute best in the game, and today was his day. But we now go to the open female board for the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, and as you can see here, then we have a star-studded field. It is an absolute stacked lineup of female board paddlers, and we are down to 3 potential series champions. Tiani Massey, Lizzie Wellborn and Hannah Scully are still in the hunt for the overall, as we see Race 1 ticket winner with Mark Williams out of Race 1 Surfcraft receiving her ticket, Pippi Tapanya. Now down in the junior Race 1 arena, they only got through a couple of events today. Conditions, blue bottles, it was a bit treacherous for them, so they did the swim, they did the board, so we'll see the Race 1 ticket awarded in those. Unfortunately, we would have loved to see them, but the Race 1 ticket will not be featuring in the iron and the ski today.
It won't, but Pippi Tapanya has made the most of that opportunity. She's starting in the open women's board final here. But you talked about points today, Stu.
Talking about points, talk about start list. Mia Cook there of Alexandra Headland at the top of the list. Hannah Scully, she's going for 5 straight Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic board race wins, 5 in a row and 4 series titles. She has a chance, she needs to win today. The Australian champion there, Brodie Trinker out of Southport, Nikita Nissen-Saren out of BMD Northcliffe, Morgan Trinker, Trinker's sister, but Tiani Massey from Maroochydore Black Swans. She has the opportunity today with a podium to take out the overall series. A name you might be saying, where is Lizzie Wellborn? Unfortunately, disaster struck in her semi-final today. She missed by 1 spot to qualify, so she'll have to sit and watch from the beach as well.
Yeah, Lizzie Wellborn's really disappointed about not making this open board final. She loves the board race. She also loves a really good rivalry, and she's really disappointed about this, but she still has a chance to win. She's actually currently leading the overall series points for the board, and she will be sitting and watching and waiting to see what Hannah Scully and Tiani Massey come. If Hannah Scully wins, she will win overall. If Tiani Massey comes in the top 4, potentially she will win if we have done all our mathematics right. But Lizzie will just be sitting there and watching, also getting ready for the Ironwoman race.
Yeah, that's it. There's a few mathematical equations that have to play out, and obviously the point score. It's convoluted, it's difficult, but we're all over it here at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. We've got the open women's board in the starter's hand, and you can see Race 1 ticket winner there, Pippi Tapanya. She gets the first look to head down to the south. Now, reflect back, Zach Morris, I can't think, where was his starting position on the line? He was on the south, he travelled from the south or the north?
He ran, I watched off the start line because you could interestingly see that white with the orange stripe Race 1 board. He punched all the way up to the south, which we saw them doing a little bit yesterday, and then Cooper Williams kind of shook the tree a little bit and started to take that northern line. But here now, the women are underway. We can see maybe 4 or 5 of the girls have opted to run down to the south, but there's a big chunk in the middle there. Hannah Scully's one, as is Brodie Trinker, that have gone very, very straight.
So Hannah Scully and Brodie Trinker have gone straight out. They're probably 2 of the fastest starters there. They've decided we're just going to head straight out. We know how fast we can go. We know our speed. Some of the other girls have decided to run around. So there's a real mix there.
Yeah, Tiani Massey was slow off the beach and off the sand, but she went. I would have thought that Hannah Scully would have been next to Brodie Trinker, knowing she is the fastest starter off the beach, and just went, you know what, let's go for it. Let's try and get out there and just blow this field apart. But Tiani Massey is leading out on the north.
Yeah, it actually looks like the north has paid off, the south has paid off a little bit more. So it's Tiani Massey just sneaking out down on the south there. She's having a great paddle. She ran around a little bit, and then it's Hannah Scully there that's really trying to make up the ground that we see down the bottom of the screen. She's been hit again.
Hannah Scully can really stand up and deliver on the big stage, can't she? She's going for 4 straight World Ocean Series titles overall, and her 5th Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic, Ironman Classic, title as well. So she knows how to win on a day like today, but right now she's not having it all her own way on that northern side.
Yeah, on grand final day, Hannah Scully stands up and delivers, but right there on that southern side, Electra Outram out of Sunshine Beach starting to push herself to the front. She is an unbelievable board paddler. Right next to her, though, Tiani Massey. She knows the equation, and Carla Papik out of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. So those 3 lead out on the south. Hannah Scully to the north, in a bit of no man's land right now.
Carla Papik has been paddling a board so well this whole weekend, but it's Tiani Massey that we're really watching for. She knows what the points are. She knows she has to come top 4. She's an excellent board paddler and a great sprint finisher. They're just sneaking out the back, and all the other girls are getting hit in the bank there.
Have a look at that. I don't know who that was.
Scully's gone. She's been absolutely annihilated on that BMD Northcliffe back bank, and that will be series over for her. Disaster there for Scully as we pan back to the front. Morgan Trinker has found a way through on that Northern Passage. Electra Outram has hit the front with Tiani Massey. You can see Piper Harrison and BMD Northcliffe just getting hit back there on that back break. But as the North meets the South once again, it's Electra Outram that get hit to the front. They are heading for that race 1 turning, Cam.
So Electra Outram, she's been paddling so well. She will want to get around that can as quick as she can. We're still seeing girls trying to navigate the bank. They're getting hit. It's wave after wave. It looks like there were 7 girls that snuck out. There's 6 in this pack right now. 5.
Look at that. Tiani Massey's absolutely motoring down on the belly. Her rating is through the roof at the moment, but it's Carla Papak trying to push up the inside of Tiani Massey there. I think she's going to get her into this can.
Have a look, though, at Pippi Tapunya in 5th spot right there. Our race 1 ticket winner, the under 17-year-old. She is right up there in the pointy end of this race. She has the youthful enthusiasm. She'll have the legs up the beach. She could be our first ever race 1 ticket event winner. She could take it all, but Tiani Massey, the overall series. Look at the runner there from Pippi Tapunya. She's starting to have it down. Carla Papak right there leans back as far as she can. A bit of a yoga move, but Pippi Tapunya has accelerated and she has left this open field for Dan.
Well, we look at the 2. Pippi Tapunya, under 17, absolutely taking the ball by the horns here. I think she's going to get down.
Oh my gosh, I was about to say, this is history unfolding before our eyes. The first ever race 1 ticket winner might just happen. Tiani Massey pulls down one. Electra Outram. It's going to be a sprint up the beach. History will have to wait. It's a race in 4 right now between Pippi Tapunya, Tiani Massey and Carla Papak. Electra Outram there on that southern side. The girls come together. They fill in a little bit there. They're going to work through this gutter. It's going to be prepare your battle stations. The sprint is on. Carla Papak falls down the back. Electra Outram's out the back. Can they stay on? Tiani Massey does. Pippi Tapunya does. Electra Outram still trying to work. I'm going to take a breath. I need a breath right now because there's a big finish coming up. They come into here, the shallow part. Does anyone take the risk? Do they get up? Do they bunny hop? Do they sprint now? They do. Tiani Massey goes. She's going to take a skim. Pippi Tapunya gets down as well. They are going to go across the sand. Tiani Massey is almost unstoppable in these situations.
Pippi's
the race
pushing.
is on the line. The series is on the line. Tiani Massey pushes her up the beach. Pippi Tapunya takes a stumble. She's out of it. Electra Outram tries to chase her down. But the series winner, the event winner, it looks like it's going to be Tiani Massey taking the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic board title and the series all in one. You got to win it, and Tiani Massey did it.
Wow, Tiani Massey, that was an incredible finish. She just did everything right. She got off, she ran across that bank just a little bit, jumped back on. That was incredible. And Electra Outram, that little spill just at the end around the corner. She just got into 3rd place, and Pippi Tapunya looks like 2nd place, which is incredible for a race 1 ticket winner. Down to Josh.
Tiani Massey, 6 months ago you told me you'd never won a board race. This season you've not only won board races, but you've won the entire Shore and Partners Women Board Series. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels really good. I mean, I am a bit upset that Liz wasn't in this final today. She's been incredible, and like you said on the start line, she's been the powerhouse of board paddling for many, many, many years, and she's inspired me to become the paddler I am today. So I did miss her out there, but I'm so grateful to her for making me better and better, and we've become so close. Even though you guys have been like trying to make us rivals, we've actually become closer because of it. But yeah, I'm just really stoked that I got it done.
It was the most competitive board series, the most competitive series we've seen in the World Ocean Series. Hannah Scully, Lizzie Wellborn, Brodie Trinker, yourself, you guys were absolutely special is the only way to describe it.
Yeah, look, the field of women in board paddling at the moment is so hard, and the girls are so good. So, you know, every time we're standing on the line ready to do a board race, anyone can win on any given day. So I'm really proud of my consistency, and like you said, I only got my first board win at Alex. So to be consistently up there all season, I'm really proud, and it's been a really long time coming. coming. I feel like I've been up there for a while but never actually got it done. So, yeah, I'm really proud.
First board race win, first board series win, not a bad summer.
Yeah, a really good one.
Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Tiani Massey is not only your board race champion, she's your overall board series champion as well.
First race win at the start of the year in the Open Female Board. It goes on to become a series win for Tiani Massey. Now, I'm just trying to get my breath here. Our partners of the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series, they do the Cell AED, the Cell A defib. I hope they go into Oxyvivers because I need a bit of oxygen right now. We're going to go to a short little break, and when we return, we're going to go into the grand finale of it all, the Shore & Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. All right, I am good to go once again. We are back here for the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series as we see the ladies receiving their checks there for the prize money for the individual win. The lady there on top of the podium, Tiani Massey from Maroochydore, she will not only be the race winner, she will be the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Board Series winner as well. The greatest series we have had of the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. Now, Haz, you are a former World Board Champion. You can say how good that series has been.
Yes, that was an incredible series. It was so competitive with the girls, Tiani Massey, Lizzie Wellborn, and then also Hannah Scully. Each of them could have won that overall series title, and it was Tiani Massey. And this is her first ever World Ocean Series title, so she'll be so happy with that. She's been so consistent, putting in the work, and now we're starting to see her at the top of the podium. I think she's here to stay.
Well, that's it. She's been promising for so long, and we knew the potential of Tiani Massey. But I think this year, after this weekend last year, when she won the Ironwoman version of the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic, she has been onto leaps and bounds and has grown inches and inches in stature. We can see the men starting to move into their area, into their station, because we have what we call one of the most prestigious events on the calendar, the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. Now, down on the beach with Josh, we have the Australian national anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Amazing there from Flynn Holiday. I'm so glad when I passed down to the beach, it wasn't Josh Minot singing the national anthem. We had Flynn Holiday on hand to welcome and bring in the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Grand Final, the biggest event of all, in honour of the greatest of all, Shannon Eckstein, an 8-time Australian Ironman champion, 6-time world champion, 9 times series champion, with over 40 individual race wins, the most decorated Australian medalist you have ever seen. He is simply called the GOAT because that is simply what he is, the greatest of all time. The only one that can possibly hold a candle to his flame is that of Ali Day. We see him go around here today. The men, as we start to introduce them now, will see the arena for the first time. They will know the stake, they will know the prize money, and they will see, as we go around, the chance to be etched in history with the other champions. One side by side with me right now, Matt Paul. We start at the top of the list there, Joel Piper, rolling on through, Callum Brennan, Kai Harlan, Matt Bevilacqua, the BMD Northcliffe boys, Nathan J and Nick Middleton, the Rattlesnake Connor Maggs, Zach Morris, can he keep the winning form going? Ben Carberry, he is in the box seat to take out the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Championship. Finn Askew, Riley Harlan and Jake Morris. Braden Casamento, the big problem, Tom Scott. Noah Steiner, after his return to form yesterday, will be happy to see this, the final, with $25,000 on the line. The man himself is a two-time champion. He gets his opportunity here to be the first three-time champion ever of this event, Alistair Day. Corey Taylor, the 2023 champion, Ethan Callahan, Cooper Williams, Corey Fletcher, and we round it out with the Race 1 ticket winner, his 8th Race 1 ticket, Noah Maggs.
Yeah, look, Duff, we saw just how excited you got for the board finals before. I can't even begin to imagine how pumped up you are for these Ironman and Ironwoman finals. We might have to get a defib on standby for you here. But look, this is it. This is the blue ribbon event. I am just so pumped. This is the one that all the boys and the girls want to win so desperately. Look, I don't know who's good enough to get it done today. The morning has been full of upsets already. So much chaos throughout the semi-finals. Matt Bevilacqua actually sliced his foot open and had to get rushed home. He's got some stitches in his foot, had to get it glued, and he's back down onto the start line. Joey Collins was a surprise elimination. He got knocked out. Connor Maggs didn't make the Ironman final yesterday, but he's back in today, and I think that this order really suits him. So, look, I think I'm going to go with Connor Maggs.
Well, if we look at the point score, it's actually Benny Carberry. You mentioned it before, Duff. He is in the box seat. He needs to have a top 11 finish if we're looking at the results. So he needs to have a really strong finish. The only other person that can top Benny for the World Ocean Series Championship overall is Alistair Day. So Ali will need to come in the top 2 in order to be able to win the overall series championships. The only other person before today that had a chance was Charlie Verco, and unfortunately Charlie has just missed out on this final, so it's going to be between Ben and Ali for the championship, but everyone wants to win that 25k today on this Iron win.
Yeah. He's had a horror of a day, but we won't dwell in the past, because on the start line now we have the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. It's the Open Ironman, and here it is, the grand final of it all, the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. They're about to go, and off they go right there. They will head south, and Paulie, you've been here before. You're a champion on this day. This is a special race, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. These all boys, there's 21 of them on the start line, and they want to put their name on that infamous trophy, the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic trophy. Look at the way the boys have just gone off the beach there, like it's a board final. They've still got the 2 other legs to go. So right now we can see Zach Morris has gone off to his absolute flying start on that northern side there, but the boys are still very, very level at the moment as they're just starting to approach that gutter section.
Well, that's it. They've gone off to a flyer, but the big one there, Benny Carberry, last one through the break right now. Connor Maggs pops that one there, but I would say at the moment Ben Carberry is in about 15th spot. Up to the north though, it's the BMD Northcliffe boys, Riley Harlan and Zach Morris, that are absolutely flying out there. Matt Bevilacqua, that toe or that foot giving him no issues whatsoever. Can you give us a little bit more on that, Paulie?
Yeah, he was out in front in the semi-finals. He had an incredible board leg and swim leg. He was out in front by a long way. On the ski, probably 3 of the biggest waves we'd seen all morning came through, and he took one of these waves and he sliced his foot open on that metal rudder cable. He came in, he was absolutely filthy with himself. There was blood spraying everywhere. He went straight home. Brielle picked him up, he went home, got it stitched up, glued up, and he's back on the beach for the final, and he's out in front.
He's so tough, Bevy, and I think sometimes
Look at him go as well, Britt.
Go!
Oh! Squeezes underneath
Huge
that one.
play.
That is enormous there. We talk about the bravery. We talk about the stature of the man. Matt Bevilacqua has got through that break.
That is moments.
Oh, no! Moments right there. And moments we speak maybe too soon as he rolls under that one, an absolute monster of a wave, but it's cleaned up the rest of the field as well, and they're going to wear another one on the top of their heads. It's Corey Taylor, a former champion, Matt Bevilacqua, a former champion. They have got to the front of this race.
The two BMD Northcliffe training buddies in Matt Bevilacqua and Corey Taylor. It's moments like this in races that you look back on upon reflection, and this is when you win. If you get an opportunity to slide under a wave when you know the rest of the field has been hit by a big set, you've just got to go. That's your moment. That's your opportunity. Pin the ears back, boys, and go for it.
Yeah, Corey Taylor's having a great race there. He's heading out just in front of Bevy. I was actually thinking about Bevy this morning. Sometimes when you have an injury like that, it actually distracts you from feeling nervous. So he would have just been focusing on his foot, and now he's ready, he's out there, and he's really having a crack. And you can see these two, they've just pulled away.
Two past champions in Corey Taylor and Matt Bevilacqua out in front at the moment. They've rounded the first can and they're on their way to the second. That is yesterday's winner, Cooper Williams of Alexandra Headlands. He's up there in third as well. This is a great order for Cooper Williams. Watch for him in this swim leg.
Yeah, they're about to turn for home for the first time, and they will see the order. The order today being board, swim, ski. So that is what we will see them go through. Matt Bevilacqua, we know, world board champion. He's always going to get off to a flyer. Cooper Williams there in second, third position. Apologies there. We go around the can. It's CJ Brennan. He's going to go into his swim leg, and he has been flying. Noah Steiner of Wanda, as well as Finn Askew in around 7th spot. Ali Dado on that red board, that race 1 red board, as we see Matt Bevilacqua potentially pull down a little runner here and turn it into a wave. This is a big moment right here. We've spoken about the moments already, but this is massive, Paulie.
That is absolutely huge. No one chases runs and catches waves on the way home better than Bevy, and he is absolutely... almost comes off there, just getting thrown every which direction. It is like a washing machine in the middle of that gutter there. We can see Corey Taylor is on the wave behind. So these two boys have had a dream start to the race so far.
They have, and then you look behind and you see everyone else on the wave behind. So Bevy and Corey Taylor are trying to just make sure that they hold on those waves through the gutter. It looks like they've done it quite nicely. So Matt Bevilacqua is 1 wave ahead of Corey Taylor. You see Corey Taylor just looks behind him to see what's going on behind. But it looks like the wave behind has faded. So this has actually made a big lead for Matt Bevilacqua and Corey Taylor from BMD Northcliffe, but they're heading into the swim leg.
Paulie, this is where it gets super interesting, this running transition. Bevy's going to have to run a long way to the south. That foot would be excruciating right now.
Absolutely. There's no way. When you're in an opportunity like this, at a race of this size, you're not thinking about the foot. I bet you he's numb to the pressure right now, numb to the pain. He's running on adrenaline. He wants $25,000 and he wants to do it on his home beach, take a second win.
Zach Morris here, CJ Brennan and the Slim Reaper, Ethan Callahan. Now this race, the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic, is made for the Hollywood stories, and this is a Hollywood story in the making. Matt Bevilacqua sliced his foot up this morning. He is leading this one out right now, as we see coming on through transition as well. Where is Ali Day and Ben Carberry? I'm yet to spot them come on through. There's Ali Day and there is Joel Piper. So Ben Carberry, we know he's going to come home strong with the swim and the ski, but he needs to be close enough right now. It could be a non-event. It could just end in a fizzle, and the series could go to Ben Carberry, but they'll be wanting to win and win well. But at the moment, out in front, it's Matt Bevilacqua and Corey Taylor, the BMD Northcliffe club mates. They are trying to get across that bank. That looks like tough work.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see that whitewash on that gutter. The boys are still porpoising, just getting into their swimming now. They're through that mid-break. They're going to hit that gutter. Course management is key here. We cannot stress that enough. The sweep today, they've all been running down to the south, and it has just been tearing out. And the crazy thing is, it's about a 10-metre wide rip. If you hit the middle of it, it is a freeway straight out the back. If you miss your line and you take the wrong direction, look, that's when you can really lose some big metres.
And it also makes a difference depending on whether there's a big set that rolls through on the bank, because whenever a set comes through on the bank, you get drifted even further to the north, so that makes it a lot more difficult as well. But it looks like Bevy and CT are in the green water. They're about to get to that back bank.
They're a little bit north at the moment. We can see at the top of the screen there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pack competitors. They're down to the south a little bit more. So notoriously, you would say that this isn't Bevilacqua or Corey Taylor's strongest leg. So this is a tough position emotion for the boys to be out in front like this, just knowing there's Connor Maggs, Ali Day, Ben Carberry, guys like that chasing after you.
Yeah, that'll be definitely nerve-wracking for them. I know that they'd be thinking, we just need to keep swimming fast, we can't let them catch us. And hopefully Bevy's not thinking about his stitches. Pulley, you've raced before with stitches. Were you thinking about it?
I've done it before. It is definitely painful, but I've got to say, look, these Ironmen, the Ironwomen, they're very, very tough.
They have to go deep down there. That's a big wall of white water that's rolled on through, and they do well to get through that turbulence.
Yeah, look, the way they go all the way to the bottom there, their heart rate right now would be up around 190 or 200. When you've got to go all the way to the bottom there, let that whitewash pass over the top, it is an absolute killer. The lactic acid just absolutely takes over.
It's a BMD Northcliffe fest right now. 1, 2, 3, right out in front. Looks like Zach Morris has moved right back up into the top contention. Matt Bevilacqua and Corey Taylor lead this one out, and you'd probably have to say the adrenaline that Matt Bevilacqua started with would probably be starting to wear off, and he'd be feeling that foot.
Yeah, look, he's 1.5 legs through this Ironman with only a ski and half a swim leg to go. He's got to just keep his head down. He knows if he can jump on that ski first, he's a great chance of closing out a win here.
And Bevy has been working on his swim leg. It's something that he's been really focusing on this season, and you can see it's paying off. He's swimming really well. The others are starting to catch behind. It looks like Zach Morris and Ethan Callahan is coming into that 3rd and 4th spot.
Yeah, the big arms of Ethan Callahan in 4th now. He's absolutely motoring, so he will be looking to try and come up the inside of these guys here. But Zach Morris is also an extremely strong swimmer. So right now, BMD Northcliffe in 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we thought this morning that it might have been a BMD Northcliffe showing, and they are showing dominance right now, being 1, 2, 3 in this Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. This is the best that we have in our sport, and right now Matt Bevilacqua turns in front.
I had a chat to Ethan Callahan earlier today. I was wondering where he was yesterday. I said, how did you go? He said he got an 8th. He was up the front, though, in that swim leg. He said he got a blue bottle across his face, all over his neck. He said it was excruciating. So, look, he was a little bit frustrated with his racing result yesterday, so he'd be wanting to absolutely get a little bit of a vengeance back on that.
Yeah, we have mentioned the blue bottles a few times, they are pesky little creatures, and they have been wreaking havoc all weekend long.
They have. I've seen so many athletes come out of the water with blue bottle stings. They've had it all over themselves, all over their faces. Northcliffe have been bringing out the ice to help with the stings, but that's just something that we have to contend with. And when you're racing in the ocean, you have to be ready for everything.
Here we go now. The boys are just starting to approach the back of the wave zone. They would be absolutely praying for a wave. This is the most nerve-wracking part of an Ironman race, is the swim race, right? We see it time and time again. The waves come from the back markers and play spoiler.
Zach Morris starting to make his move right now, as is Ethan Callahan. They have gone past Corey Taylor. They have pulled level with Matt Bevilacqua, and now Zach Morris starts to put the pedal down. He started with a win in the open male board. He's going on with his winning ways right now as he hits the front, and look at Ethan Callahan start to lift and lift and lift. Will they get down this one? Zach Morris may have just kicked over it. Matt Bevilacqua has as well. In the white water there is Matt Bevilacqua. He's going to be chewed up, spat out the back, and Zach Morris is going to kick on with that one there. That is a massive move in this race. Zach Morris put himself to the front, and he surfed that one as far as he could.
Wow, that was an incredible body surfing wave by Zach Morris, but can I say that was a very awkward wave for Bevilacqua, and he managed to salvage a lot of distance out of it. He was bouncing around. You could see him popping up and down in the back of that, but he still remains close enough to Zach. It's certainly not out of the question.
It actually looks like Riley Harland. Is that Riley Harland there?
No.
It's so tricky to definitely Zach.
Oh, we'll have to wait and see. The boys are about to get onto the beach.
I'm fairly confident that is Zach Morris right there, and I wouldn't bet my last dollar on it, but I'd be pretty confident that it's Morris. He normally wears the reflective goggles. He's got bigger shoulders there than Riley Harland, and he's got a nice little bump behind him that he might be able to pick up broken. He's going to need some skills right down on that northern side, though. Someone has picked it up, and they have gone straight past Zach Morris. So just like that, the race has turned on its head. There's a few on waves out the back as well. It's Matt Bevilacqua. He has thrown a punch back to his clubmate, teammate, Zach Morris. He led into the swim. He will lead out of the swim. 1 leg to go in the Shaw and Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic.
Wow, hasn't he done fantastic at the moment? That was some tough surf race skills to get through there. He's done very, very well. He's going to stand up on that beach first with the ski leg to go.
Yeah, Zach Morris as well is about to emerge from the water. So they are going to be neck and neck right now. They start to emerge. Zach Morris starts to make his way through transition. Matt Bevilacqua to the further north of the beach. He is starting to hobble on that foot. 1 leg to go here in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. It's the 7th edition. Do we have a new champion in Zach Morris, or can Matt Bevilacqua go on with the job? Ethan Callahan up through transition as well. We see Zach Morris the first onto his ski. 1 leg to go, final leg, and obviously the most difficult of them all.
Yeah, look at that. Of the two, you'd say Bevy might be a little bit stronger than Zach, but maybe the pain of the foot is starting to set in now. You'd have to imagine he would be going through hell right now. This is absolutely exciting racing as we see the boys are both on their skis making their way through their gutter. Time and time again we've seen it is not over till it's over with this ski leg.
And you could see Ali Day just entering the water in the black Race 1 ski, so he'll be really trying to push to that front there to be able to win the race and win the overall series. But it's Zach Morris just ahead of Matt Bevilacqua, and it's not just about who's the quickest ski paddler right now, it's who's the fittest, who's the hungriest, and who also wants to push harder, the hardest, and wants it the most.
Yeah, look, they definitely both want it. As we can see now, there's Corey Taylor picking up his ski. He's dropped back quite a little bit through that swim leg, but look, I haven't seen Ben Carberry yet. Where is he?
Ask the same question, Paulie. Where is Ben Carberry? Now, he doesn't need to win today to win the overall series. He can automatically win the series with a 7th. Ali Day will need to come first or second in order to take the overall series. So that is still up for grabs. But the main event right now is the race right now for the front, for the win, for the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. And Zach Morris is just making every poster winner as he goes. Matt Bevilacqua to the south, up and over that one. They've found a nice clean passage. They are into the green water. We are going to see a race in 2 between these two the whole way home.
Just now, Matt Bevilacqua has seen Zach Morris. I saw him to pick up that rating, then he goes, I need to get onto his tail here. I need to get onto that wash. Maybe he's thinking, I need to conserve a little bit, save a little bit of cookies for the way home, because Zach Morris is all leading right now.
As well as that, Ethan Callahan just comes in the frame. So there is your top 3 right now. On the top of screen, it is Zach Morris. There is Ben Carberry. He is well out of this. He is playing for luck right now. He might still walk away or drive away with the Subaru Crosstrek, but he is waiting for luck. It's Zach Morris, Matt Bevilacqua, and Ethan Callahan out in front. Zach Morris is looking for his best win, his breakthrough win. He was robbed at the start of the year of the World Ironman title. This is almost as illustrious, maybe more prestigious, the Shannon Eckstein.
I can't believe how quick Ethan Callahan is ski paddling. He's only an under 19. Usually the ski is his weakest link, but he has paddled himself back into contention for the win here.
And his rating is up. You can just see he's fit, he's fast, and he's really going for it now. But Zach Morris also looks really comfortable. You'll see as they start to turn this can, their rating will be up.
Look at Bevy's approach here. He's gone a little bit wider for this can. You can tell he can see something. He's had a little glance over his left shoulder. Matt Bevilacqua is punching down to the south right now as he lifts his rating. He's on the top of a little runner right here. I don't know if he's going to get down.
I think he might be able to get a little bit out of this. That could be an absolute master stroke. He saw a wave out of nowhere. He milked that wave. He's found it. It's all about holding this. He has been in this position before. 2023, it's flashbacks. Corey Taylor went zooming past him. He needs to hold this ski straight. That foot would be out of control right now. Zach Morris is still on this wave. It is going to become a run up the beach. Is it going to be Matt Bevilacqua or is it going to be Zach Morris? It's Zach Morris on the top of screen, Matt Bevilacqua on the bottom. We're going to see a sprint up the beach. Will the foot of Matt Bevilacqua hold him for long enough, or will the legs of Zach Morris get him across the sand? It's going to be who's got the best line, who wants it the most. This is the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. They all want it. Matt Bevilacqua gets a shot. He will go across the bank and he will paddle away from that wave. It is not over yet. Zach Morris is quick across the sand. We are going to see the mad dash. Can Matt Bevilacqua get his second Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic? What a story we are witnessing. Stitches in the foot. It means nothing. Matt Bevilacqua is your Shaw and partner Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. What a race.
Wow. We talked about it before the race. The stitches were the distraction. You called it, has 2 times he's won this race now. That was one of the most impressive victories I've ever seen of Bevy. That was absolutely unbelievable.
Matt Bevilacqua, with stitches in the foot, comes across the line and takes it out. We said that this Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic was built for the big stories. It was built for the Hollywood script. He was injured this morning. He was rushed off to the doctor's office. He was stitched up, super glued, everything. He can barely stand on that foot right now, but he found enough. In the great name of Shannon Eckstein, they all want to emulate what the great man can do, and Matt Bevilacqua showed us the glimpse right there.
The way that he just saw that into that third can, Zach Morris came off that can and headed directly straight in. Bevy saw something over to the left. He went after it and he absolutely backed himself the whole way in. I'm lost for words. Joshy, let's hear from the champion.
Sir Sports.
Oh, thanks, Ali. I'm down here with the champion. He said, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Talk to me not only about this summer, but talk to me about today. You were in hospital this morning. What is it, 3 stitches in your foot after injuring yourself? You've had an up and down summer. It started so well. The rest of it wasn't what you wanted, but the hard work's paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. I felt good the last couple of months. I had a slow start, but still hadn't got any reward. You know, no podiums, no nothing all season. And it's just testament. You know, you got to keep hanging in there no matter what in this sport. It's so hard to win races. These guys are really good, and you just have to have the best day. And credit to Zach. That was a hell race. We race each other every week in, week out, and Pulley, I'm not a pussy.
Oh, Matty's up in the commentary booth. Bevy, talk to me about the race there. You've obviously won it before. Shannon, you raced him early in your career. He's an absolute legend of the game. What does it mean to not only have 1 title, but to join Ali Day as the only other man to have 2 titles in a row?
Oh, these guys, Earl and Shannon, just have created the best event. The history we celebrated last night up there at BMD Northcliffe, and it was just a magical night, and I hope heaps of these young kids run the trophy one day, and I get to go up there and have a beer with them. Well, they won't, but I will, and celebrate with them one day, because we're creating history here, and credit to Sharon Partners and Trent and Reno for raking this World Ocean Series. It's awesome.
And you got another challenge coming up. Winning races is easy. Being a parent, not so much.
Yeah, I don't know how Ali does it, so I'm about to find out. You know, this isn't my last season, but it's my last season not being a dad, and Brielle's going to be an amazing mum, and we've just bought a new house, and it's just going to be awesome memories made in the future, but we'll celebrate this now.
I'm sure you got a few people to thank as well.
Yeah, thank you so much to BMD Northcliffe, Sharon Partners, all the coaching staff, the admin staff. It's such a well-rounded club. Shieldsy put on that dinner last night like an absolute champion. I'm so grateful to be here. They saved my career, and it's still going.
From Tasmania to a 2-time Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic champion, it's pretty much a fairy tale.
Yeah, it is. You know, that sprint finish in 2020 was just crazy, and to win it that way, to prove I can swim, you know, to win out the front and do it that way is really special, and I hope a few people can feel it in the future.
Well done, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, your Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic champion, Mr. Matt Bevilacqua.
Your champion there, Matt Bevilacqua, out of Tasmania via the Sunshine Coast, now on his home beach of BMD Northcliffe. He hasn't quite realised his full potential with the dad strength incoming. Beautiful, beautiful wife Brielle with child expectant, but a moment to savour there for Matt Bevilacqua. Matt, Paul, you didn't mince any words with you, but you're sitting there a little bit emotional. That's a great mate of yours, and obviously training partners, housemates. You've been there for every step of the way. This is a special moment.
Absolutely. Look, I've definitely got a great connection, friendship with Bevy. We've lived together, trained together for a long time. Look, I'm probably a little bit biased. I was trying to not jump up out of my chair.
I did hear you say go, and I think you were talking about everyone, but I think it might have been directed at Matt Bevilacqua's way.
Look, it was just exactly, he summed it up perfectly. He dominated that race. The board leg set it up perfectly. He swam like a champion. Everyone always says he's got a weak swim leg. He doesn't. He just showed everyone that. The ski leg then, very tactical. He executed perfectly. And look, I'm just going to rectify it. He was a little bit down in the dumps when he sliced his foot this morning, and I said, look, don't meow. Let's come back up, all right? Board swim ski, great order for you. Get after it. And look, he's turned it around. And
I think it was a blessing in disguise. Sometimes I think Bevy, he's so focused, he's so switched on, and sometimes that can make him, you know, that little bit nervous. And as soon as something's thrown in the mix, he just did so well out there. And I loved seeing Brielle come up to him at the end. gave him a massive hug. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's it. And we don't have too much time to digest that because it looks like we are going straight to the Open Ironwomen. It's the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. Well, we can call it the Ironwoman Classic. Although Shannon was no Ironwoman, he still has inspired all the young girls and nippers across the country, and there's still a few that contest him as their absolute idol and GOAT. And with that, we go in. Tiani Massey was the champion of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic last year, as we see Pippi Tapanya take the race 1 ticket. Can she be the Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic champion? We will have to wait and see. We roll on through that start list now. We can see at the very, very top there, she loves these conditions, and these conditions are built for her. She's very similar to that of Matt Bevilacqua, where board first, Hannah Scully from BMD Northcliffe. Emma Woods right in the hunt here today. She was phenomenal through the qualifiers earlier. Claudia Kelly out of BMD Northcliffe. Dakota Luke, we believe her first ever Ironwoman final, so that's amazing work from her. Emily Doyle, the Doyle sisters, automatically qualifying through earlier. Gemma Smith-Welch, Carla Papik, Electra Outram, Lucy Derbyshire, she made hard work of it in the qualifiers, but she did enough. Tiani Massey, last year's champion, can she be the first to go back-to-back in these events? Kimberly Doyle, Lana Rogers, Lily O'Sullivan, Georgia Fitzsimmons. She has had terrible luck over the years at this event. Can she make amends today? Gemma Smith, Dominic Stitt, Naomi Scott, your Ironwoman Series champion. She won the Subaru Crosstrek before. Lizzie Wellborn, Annalise Kibble, Lily Finardi, and your Race 1 ticket winner, Pippi Tapanya, as we see the men now collecting their prize checks. There in third position was Ethan Callahan. Zach Morris in second, the runner-up. And your champion, your 2025 Shaw and Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic champion, Matt Bevilacqua. These boys will pop the champagne. They'll have to put it all on ice. There's still a bit of racing to be done. Obviously, we have an overall series that we will announce. We're waiting for the official. But with Ali Day in fourth position there, just off the dais, we will see Ben Carberry be announced as the champion of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Ironman title. Matt Bevilacqua gets the victory of the day, but Ben Carberry will drive away today in the Subaru Crosstrek. We'll have a presentation for him later on. He'll have a bit of moment to digest his disappointment from that last race, but he'll have a time to celebrate later for the amazing season he has put together. Now, you've been in these events many before. You've been in a position to almost win one until the roguest of rogue waves came through, snapped your board, and it was disaster. But this race is something else.
This race it's such a special race, and every one of these girls wants to win it. It's become one of the most prestigious race of the summer, the Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic Ironwoman race. And there's none other in there who wants to win it more than Georgia Fitzsimmons, Paulie.
Yeah, absolutely. She's going to hate me saying this. I said it to her yesterday. I said, look, G, I can tell how much that you want this. You're going to get it done. And then she said, I hope so. I really, really hope so. And then, a little bit went wrong in that ski leg yesterday. I saw her this morning and I said, I think you're just building anticipation for the big moment. She said, if one more person says that to me, I'm going to lose it. So look, I think that this is the moment. Here goes G.
All right, well, you've called it, but I'm going to have to put a few other names in the mix because there are so many girls in form at the moment, and none other than Tiani Massey. We see her there. She has just won the board race. She is doing so well at the moment, and often what you see with athletes is when they do well, when they win, they keep winning. They build confidence from the win. So Tiani Massey is doing so well at the moment. But we can't go past Lana Rogers. She was third yesterday. She's super fit at the moment. She's chasing the cash. She wants to buy a house. But there's so many girls in here that really want to win. And Lizzie Wellborn, she really wants to win as well.
As sad as I am to see the overall title not going to this race, it means that my math brain can take a little bit of a step away. I can enjoy this race for what it is, because we are about to crown the 2025 Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic champion. Will we see a new name on the trophy, on the Walk of Fame, or will we see a repeat offender?
And we've seen Gemma Smith she went straight in. Pretty much all the other girls ran to the south. They ran down, they ran around, and Gemma Smith thought, well, I know my surf skills. I want to do something different, and she's gone straight out ahead, and it looks like it's paying off at the moment. She's done really well there on the north side.
Yeah, look, one of the girls in the middle there seems to have shot out at the moment. Georgia just getting her nose under that wave there. Not too much damage, but Tiani Massey, she definitely felt the brunt of that wave there. You could see her board definitely copped a lot of that impact from that wave just then now. So Georgia Miller is out there, as is Lucy Derbyshire. She's doing very, very well down on the southern end. And it's young gun Pippi DePagna, again, showing how talented she is on this board. She's in about second or third place at the moment.
Yeah, you can see a real spread from the girls, but it's Lucy Derbyshire that headed out. She is leading at the moment. She actually had a shocker in their semi this morning. So in the repechage, she nearly didn't make it through. She lost her ski. She was leading in that last leg, and it was so tough. She just got through in the end, so she'll be fired up and she'll have adrenaline. But it looks like Georgia Fitzsimmons, BMD Northcliffe, she looks cool, calm and collected here. She's wanting to get out past that back break as clean as she can.
Yeah, look at that rating. She's absolutely going for it at the moment. As we look out in the horizon, there doesn't look like sets are coming. Every time I say that, I often give them the commentator's curse, so I don't want to do it to G. I think she's doing really well at the moment, and I'm praying that there's no waves going to spoil the day for her at the moment.
Yeah, so G's just reaching out there. She's settling in to a consistent rating, and you can see Lana Rogers is jumping up on her tail wash. She'll want to tuck in there. Lucy Derbyshire is currently in equal second, but it's Georgia Fitzsimmons. She's got a really comfortable rating here. You can see some of the girls behind there rating up, but she will want to hit that can first to be able to turn, and everyone wants the first pick of the runners.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a look at that there too. Lana Rogers on the tail is overall series champion Naomi Scott. Look, the board leg isn't generally her strongest leg. Board, swim, ski. If she could come in that top 3 or 4, she's going to be a massive threat for going bang bang double victories.
And the thing about Naomi Scott today is she's got nothing to lose. She's so happy, she's smiling, she has won the overall series, and so she's just going in today with nothing to lose. But you can see race 1 ticket winner Pippi DePagna, she's sitting in 5th place. She's going so well today. She's an under 17-year-old, and this is the Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman final.
Not only that, but we go from board to swim, with swim being her strongest leg. So if she can get on this leading wave with the leaders right now, she will give herself every opportunity going into her last leg, which is the ski. Obviously, so far to go as they turn for home now. Georgia Fitzsimmons, she breaks away a little bit of congestion on the race 1 can right there. Lana Rogers trying to work towards that one. Lucy Derbyshire gets up and starts to get to work as well. Naomi Scott, little bump up here, Paulie.
Yeah, a little bit of a runner now. The girls starting to run those boards down to the south. We saw Matt Bevilacqua do that before, and he got rewarded for it. So you can see now Lana Rogers is definitely heading most south, but it's still Georgia Fitz out in front. Pippi DePagna, though, has pulled up on that northern side almost alongside Georgia Fitz.
Oh, Electra Outram gets a nice little run down the bottom of the screen.
Georgia's, she's just got down to her belly. She was up on her knees. It was a really tricky runner there, but it looks like she's pulled a wave on her own. You can see she just taps her face there, getting rid of the water. At the moment, she will be settling her nerves, just calming, starting to get some breath back until she gets into the gutter. So you need to rate up through that gutter. You can see it's really nice there. She's rating up through the gutter. She trains here every single day. She knows what the conditions are like, but she also knows how inconsistent and tough it is.
This is the most important thing, I think, in these races, isn't it? Has on the board and ski, when you get a wave, you need to try and lower the heart rate. The most important thing is trying to take a couple of deep breaths, lower the heart rate, settle the nerves, and then start to refocus. So right now, G's probably thinking, right, lower the heart rate, couple of deep breaths, let's go for a big transition and into the swim. We know how strong she's in the swim. There is husband Riley Fitz giving her the goggles there. Now he'd be telling her, come on G, get after it.
Oh, he will definitely be saying come on G, and he's a fired up handler. I love it. I love seeing him egging her on, and she looks really comfortable right now. She's running hard. You can see David Shields really cheering for her there. She'll be running into the water, and it's closely followed by Naomi Scott, but it's a fair lead there for a swim leg.
Yeah, Lily O'Sullivan also there through transition. She is the world swim champion, and this is the type of race that we probably expect Lily O'Sullivan could win. She loves to step up on the big moment and the big stage, as she was the world swim and board champion at the beginning of the year. Electra Outram, Emma Woods, as well as that. Pippi DePagna, the race 1 ticket winner, still in there, but it's our leader, Georgia Fitzsimmons. She hits the bank first. Look at this chase pack. Look how close that chase pack is. Kimberly Doyle there of Newport, Carla Papik in the mix there. That is a tight bunch. They could work together to really chip away at this lead.
Yeah, Georgia has had a great lead there. She's heading straight in. She'll be confident. She knows how to lead from the front, but we've seen it all day. The lead can change, and so you just can't be complacent. So G will be putting so much effort in here. As she's dolphin diving across the bank, she'll be gasping for air. So every time you dive down, she's holding her breath, she's popping back up.
Yeah, she's definitely the hunted one at the moment. Whilst it's nice being out in front because you get your own water, it's also challenging because it's up to you for course direction, course management. All the other girls are kind of trying to sight G. They'll be looking up, looking for her, whereas G's looking for the cans, trying to make sure she's on course, going the right way.
And contrary to Matt Bevilacqua, he had a little bit of company, so he was within company trying to steer the ship out towards the first can, whereas Georgia Fitzsimmons right now, she is all on her own. She has no guidance, no bearings. She could be going left, right, up, down. We don't know right now. And she could be swimming right off course.
Yeah, she could be, but G has been practiced at this. She's led so many races before. It will be stressful for her. It always is when you know that there's so many good swimmers like Naomi Scott, like Lily O'Sullivan following in behind. But G, it looks like she's held that lead at the moment. So
Pippi Tapanya in there as well. So the young race 1 ticket winner, she is going unbelievable right now in this Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic. And look at that, there's the chase pack there. You can see Lucy Derbyshire also there, right there on the tail of Naomi Scott. Electra Outram out of Sunshine Beach. Lana Rogers in there as well. She was the first ever Shaw and Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic winner all the way back in 2019. But Georgia Fitzsimmons just about to hit that back bank. I would say Naomi Scott has just decreased that lead just so slightly.
Naomi Scott and Pippi Tapanya look to be the biggest movers and shakers at the moment. Naomi Scott just looks so strong and so powerful as you see her now going under that wave. That was maybe 3 to 5 seconds she's holding her breath for. That means she's going all the way to the bottom. That's generally a sign that she's feeling quite confident. The longer that they can go under those waves, hold their breath underwater, is a good sign.
Not only that, Lucy Derbyshire, she was the Derbyshire. She was the Iron Series champion only a couple of weeks ago, and she's having a great swim, but she just got stuck in a lot of turbulent water. You can see how much water is moving out there right now, and as Georgia Fitzsimmons hits the green water, she's going to start to swim away.
Yeah, they just want to get into that green water so that they don't have to deal with the sand, they don't have to deal with the turbulence. So Georgia Fitzsimmons is just ahead of Naomi Scott. These girls actually swim together and then they train together in the ocean, so they know how good each other are at the moment.
Yeah, they've got a nice little lead at the moment. It's Georgia Fitz. She's approaching that first World Ocean Series swim can. Naomi Scott is definitely closing the gap though.
Yeah, she is. It's closing slightly, but this is a long swim leg. So this is a really long swim race. The cans have to be out the back, and it's a really long break here at Northcliffe. So you can see the girls, they're just heading out. You saw Georgia Fitzsimmons looks up. She needs to be able to sight that can.
Well, I know Shannon Eckstein is hands-on with his own event, and one of the big responsibilities that he does have is to set the course and to have the course on point and manage really well. And one thing that he would love about his own event is that it's a solid length course and that the swim is a decent swim.
Yeah, Shannon was very notorious for he had 3 unbelievable legs, but certainly the swim leg was killer for him, and he hated when it was too short.
It looks like Naomi Scott is catching Georgia Fitzsimmons here, so Georgia will have a little look under her shoulder. She will want to know how close the girls are behind, but Naomi Scott, she is in such good swimming form at the moment. She's pulled up behind Georgia. She'll sit on her wash for a little bit until they turn that can.
Well, these two might just be the best swimmers out there in the field right now. Georgia Fitzsimmons, she grew up on the Junior Australian Dolphins team. Naomi Scott, not far out of those teams as well. And outside of Lani Pallister in the sport right now, the best surf swimmer in the female field is that of Naomi Scott. So this right here is the 2 best we have going head to head.
Yeah, it certainly is. These two, the swim has been their strength over the years, and you can see just as their rating starts to pick up, so every time there's a little runner, every time there's a little bit bump, they'll be wanting to pick up the rating of their stroke. In the pool, they're doing 4 swim sessions a week, 5 kilometres, they're doing threshold work, they're doing endurance work, they're ready for anything.
Oh, a few bumps on the horizon as well, It may not be enough to pick up these girls here, but that just means the sets are starting to roll on through. Georgia Fitzsimmons Fitzsimmons has a little look under the shoulder right there. She's looking under the shoulder. Naomi Scott doing the same. They're not quite in that wave zone, and it does spell a little bit of damage time right now, because if these sets just roll through, they might be swimming into a lull.
Yeah, look, they're trying to find a little bit of a rhythm now. As you can see, G and Naomi have got a really good roll with those runners, trying to get every little bit of, I guess, assistance from the ocean now. Little wave picking up for Georgia. Kicks the legs but doesn't get down that wave. She will be starting to get quite nervous now because
sets
she's
out the back, Paulie. Here we go. It's wave time here for our leaders. Georgia Fitzsimmons and Naomi Scott. You can see the sand start to swell on up. It's not enough though. It gets full through that section here, but you can tell they are in the wave zone right now. They're in the turbulence zone though. I don't like this at all for Naomi Scott and Georgia Fitzsimmons.
No, this looks like the really tricky spot because the waves are starting to break out the back. They're going to be having to look behind them, and they've just swam all the way through that back bank with no waves.
There we go now. We see
someone pull up alongside. It's Lana Rogers. So just like we saw in the men's with BMD Northcliffe being 1, 2 and 3, we see it as well with Lana Rogers, and out the back it's party time. The Jaggers seat has delivered. You can see head down there of Emma Woods and Tiani Massey, Alexandra Headlands and Maroochydore, but we've got 3 clear leaders out in front from BMD Northcliffe. Lana Rogers, Naomi Scott and Georgia Fitzsimmons. Georgia Fitzsimmons and Naomi Scott led this one around the cans, but Lana Rogers has found herself a nice little wave and she's pulled up even. They might be able to kick down this one into shore as well. They will. Lana Rogers milks that to perfection, as does Georgia Fitzsimmons. And it looks like Naomi Scott potentially has fallen off and missed that one. It's Georgia Fitzsimmons on screen right now, body surfing this to perfection. She's just a master of her craft.
Unbelievable. That wave could not have come, I dare say, at a better time for Georgia Fitz. She would be absolutely exhausted right now. If you have to swim all the way to the beach without a wave, that is exhausting with another leg to go. So that opportunity that she got with 10, maybe 15 seconds of body surf wave, she would have actually been able to get a couple of breaths in and maybe just try to save herself a little bit of energy.
And that's one of the hardest things to do once you've done a really hard swim leg after a board leg, to be able to hold your breath on a wave like that. It's so challenging. And these girls, they had to swim all the way through that back bank.
Yeah, these girls are unbelievable. They are, without a doubt, the best ocean women in the world across endurance surf sports.
It's a day here for BMD Northcliffe right now, because Georgia Fitzsimmons goes through transition with 1 leg to go. She'll go to the ski, chasing her club mates, training partners. They've mastered their craft on this beach time and time again, session after session, afternoon after afternoon, but no afternoons quite like this one. It's the Shore and Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic. We're into the final leg. It's the ski leg. Georgia Fitzsimmons out in front, Lana Rogers and Naomi Scott. 1 leg to go. Who's going to get the job done?
Yeah, right now, Georgia Fitz would be jumping on her ski. The nerves would definitely be starting to kick in right now. How many times? Hundreds and hundreds of times at this beach, she would have gone out on her ski, and right now, I bet you she's saying, please, just once. If you're going to let me out clean on my ski just one time, make it now.
She will be thinking that, but the other thing that she will be thinking will be she will have Floodie's, just a little shore break there. She'll have Floodie's voice in her mind saying, rate up, power through that shore break.
Look at that. Georgia just got one on that shore bait, and Lana Rogers has pulled up beside her. The girls are side by side right now. Lana Rogers and Georgia Fitz. Here we go. They're taking wave after wave already, and they're not even at the back bank yet.
That shore break is gnarly here at Northcliffe. Those girls have just got through that shore break, but it's held them up a little bit. It's brought those back markers through, but it looks like Georgia Fitzsimmons has just made it out a little bit further in front of Lana Rogers, and Naomi Scott's starting to pull up as well, and Georgia's just been hit.
The race is opening up right now. Look to the south of the screen as well. Tiani Massey and Electra Outram of Sunshine Beach starting to make their way through, as is Emma Woods. Down at the bottom of the screen here, Naomi Scott, Lana Rogers and Georgia Fitzsimmons. We've got BMD Northcliffe on one side, the rivals on the other.
This is absolutely, I can't believe it. I don't know where they've come from, but there is 6 girls in the equation that we can see right now that can possibly win this. This is absolutely on for the taking.
And it looks like that back bank is starting to break as well. So, The two girls have just been hit, and Georgia's been hit
up
too.
And over that one as well. Lana Rogers tries to climb, she won't. Dead water there for Naomi Scott. She's out of the boat. She's gone out of the race right there. Lana Rogers almost there. Oh, squeezes through, but Naomi Scott, your Shore and Partners World Ocean Iron Series champion, will not take further. Lana Rogers climbs that one there, but I think Georgia Fitzsimmons potentially is snuck.
She's out.
She's out.
Oh my gosh.
They're rolling.
They're all getting hit.
Georgia Fitzsimmons has found an ounce of luck with all the skill and the craft. She's been so unlucky on this day, but she has found a passage through here on her home beach of BMD Northcliffe. Is this the day for Georgia Fitzsimmons? Is this the last tick on the resume that she needed?
The whole field has been wiped out by sets right now, and Georgia Fitz made it out the back with a stroke of luck and a lot of grit and determination. She's going for it right now. She would be, when she gets to this apex, she will have a look back and for the first time see that the entire field has been obliterated by big sets, and this is it. This is the moment where she'll go, I need to get back in without making any mistakes.
She has managed that so well. She said she wanted just a little bit of luck, just that little bit of luck to be able to go her way, and that's happened there, and she's taken advantage of that, taken that opportunity.
She is going to turn that last Shore and Partners can, and she is going to head for home. In second place, it looks like it might be Malulabar's Dom Stitt. She was the runner-up yesterday, so she is having the best weekend of her career. But have a look at the lead there for Georgia Fitzsimmons. Is this the day she ticks off the Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic of the resume so accoladed, so decorated? She has almost every title that is known to man. The one that is missing right now is the Shannon Eckstein. Will she get the job done as we see Claudia Kelly just start to roll on through? Wave on here, she has a decision to make, Will she go? Will she stay?
I think she'll play it safe. But it's hard for us to know how big this wave is. It looks like it's just forming here, so she's really going for it. She knows that she needs to get in safely, but she also knows she can't just sit around. But it looks like this is a nice wave
She
for G.
has to go. You don't get these moments very often. You get these moments maybe once in a lifetime. Look at the size of that wave that crashes in behind her. She's going to need to keep the rating up and the power down, because this is the victory right here. It is in the grasp. It is keeping this ski straight. She does that. She will be your Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic. The shock of belief. Don't do it, Conor Maggs. Keep her relaxed for just a little bit more. Get out of this ski, get on the beach, and then you can celebrate Georgia Fitzsimmons. This is it right here, the 2025 edition of the Shore and Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic. Georgia Fitzsimmons. She couldn't do it as Georgia Miller. She married husband at the start of this year, Riley Fitzsimmons. Now, as Georgia Fitzsimmons, she gets the last thing off her CV. She will be your champion of the Shore and Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman Classic as she embraces husband Riley, Olympian from Paris 2024. She has time to celebrate. She hugs mum. She'll hug everyone along the beach if she possibly can. This is the moment right here. Dad, Ian Miller, has been officially on the beach all day long, giving back to the sport that has given her so much. Now we get to embrace in the moment with Georgia Fitzsimmons, your 2025 Shannon Eckstein Ironwoman champion.
Wowee. I don't think I've ever seen G so emotional, which is just testament how much this race, this win means to her.
Dom Stitt, Lily O'Sullivan run up the beach. Here we go. Dom Stitt, back-to-back runners-up podiums for her. Lily O'Sullivan, third place. Not a bad way to tick off the resume. Potentially there, Carla Papik might have snuck on through as well. We've spoken about the form of Carla Papik. We know she has been in tremendous form, and she has. Carla Papik, under the cloak of darkness, has snuck on through, and she has taken second spot there. She is having the best season of her career by no stretch of the imagination. Dom Stitt, though, back-to-back podiums for her. She's the coming of the Iron Woman that we know she can be. But today's day is all about Georgia Fitzsimmons. We saw the emotion. We know what this means on her home beach, on the beach with Joshua Minot.
Thank you, guys. What about the emotion down here? I don't think Georgia Fitz can believe it. I just have one word, Georgia. Wow. Is that a dream come true?
Yes, that is my wildest dream come true. Every Shannon Eckstein Classic, I've walked down that path of champions, and
wanted to have my poster there so badly. I'm actually in the background of like 3 of them, so I am just so happy that I am going to have my own now. Like, that is so special. Oh my gosh.
You've done everything in the sport. You've ticked every box except this one. Did you feel like maybe it was never going to come?
I honestly did. This morning I was like, I think my home beach hates me. I was like, I just sort of scraped through my heat and then backed it up with the rapid charge, and to take that one out, I was feeling like super calm on the line and just soaking up this amazing crowd. It's so special to have everyone here that supports me, and I'm just over the moon. Wow. Oh my gosh.
You started down at Freshwater in Sydney. You've come up here to BMD Northcliffe. Shannon was there for a long time. What does it mean to you win his event at a place that you love so much? You've made your home. You met your husband up here. All those special things.
So many special things. I can't even begin to explain how this place has changed me. BMD Northcliffe has been my home for the last 8 years, and they've welcomed me in with such open arms and really supported me through all of my highs and extremely low lows. So it is so special, and to have my hubby handling for me and to wear fits on my bum is pretty special for this season. But I really thought this was going to be the one that always got away from me. So I am so relieved right now, like over the moon. Wow.
Does it feel like career complete? Coolangatta Gold, Australian titles, Shaw and Partners Iron Series, World Ocean Series, and the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. There's no more to do.
There honestly isn't. Everything from now is an absolute bonus. I have ticked off every single one of my goals and so much more. So I am just going to really enjoy this one, soak it all in with these amazing people on the beach. And I just can't believe it. My mind is spinning right now.
You preempted me a little bit. What do you do when all your dreams come true?
You kiss your husband, you thank your loved ones, and you thank everyone who supports you. I'm so lucky to have BMD Northcliffe in my corner, BMD with Mick Power up there, Race One Surfcraft, who had the best surf gear in the industry. Oh my gosh, so many more things. Engine swimwear, just everything. And Shaw and Partners, of course. Elle Evans has had my back from day one, so I'm just so lucky.
I think you should do the first one. Go and kiss your husband. Ladies and gentlemen, your Ironwoman champion, Miss Georgia Fitzsimmons.
Oh, well, if it takes a win of the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic to kiss Riley Fitzsimmons, sign me up, because Georgia Fitzsimmons has ticked off a lifelong dream for her. It was probably the last thing on the resume that she needed to tick off, and now it's a career stacked full of victories and stacked full of titles. And look, there's not much more for her to achieve, but I hope that we see much more of Georgia Fitzsimmons winning races.
Oh, that is an absolute fairy tale for Georgia. She wanted that one so badly. That is the one that she has been wanting. She wants to walk down the beach and see her face, see her picture on the poster, and you can just see how emotional she is. That was something that she just wanted so badly.
Yeah, look, I'm just glad personally that I can see her later at the presentation awards and say, it was the anticipation. You built it up for us all. You just wanted to make the most of it, because it would have been a sad story if it was any other way.
And you can see her there hugging Naomi Flood. Those two have such a strong relationship. She's been with Floodie ever since Georgia moved up from New South Wales to BMD Northcliffe, and you can see there will be so many emotions there as well.
Now, there might be a winning recipe in the Iron Women and Iron Men champion here, because Paulie, you mentioned you had coffee with Bevy at the start of the week, and Haz, you had coffee with G. So I think your calendar might be full up next year, because you'll be booked out with coffee dates leading into the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. But what an absolute stellar race we have seen in tribute to the greatest of all time, Shannon Eckstein, thanks to Shaw and Partners and the World Ocean Series. There he is, the great man on screen right now. We're going to go through the presentation. We're going to see everyone there from 6th position, Gemma Smith, Emma Woods, a great season for her. She was right up there in the pointy end of the overall series. She'll finish in 5th. Lily O'Sullivan with that sprint up the beach for Dominic Stitt will finish in 4th. And back-to-back podiums there for Dom Stitt out of Mooloolaba. Coach Reece Drury will be absolutely stoked with that. But the cloak of darkness, Carla Papik, I want to spend some time on Carla Papik. She was a Coolangatta Gold champion years ago, and she was almost on the way out of the sport she was faced. She went down to Burleigh this year under Michael King, and this is the best version of Carla Papik that we have ever seen. I keep harping on about her, but I'm just so blown away with how well she is moving this year. And of course, your champion, $25,000, the winner's check, the champagne, the iconic Shannon Eckstein board. Georgia Fitzsimmons is the champion right there, and she gets to enjoy this moment with all of the athletes up there on the podium with her.
Yeah, that's so special. You can hear the crowd. It would just be going off down there for Georgia and so many of these other girls as well. That was so tough out there. These girls train 16 times a week. They're the fittest of the fit. I think they're the fittest athletes in the world. I'll put it out there. It's so impressive.
They are the fittest athletes in the world, and the action doesn't stop there. We are going to take a short little break. When we come back, we'll see the open male and female swim as well as the ski. Then we'll finish with the mixed taplin relay. But we're going to gather our thoughts. We're going to realign, and we'll be back in a very short minute. Now, welcome back to the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. Like we said, we've got plenty still to come. The open male and female swim, as well as the fast craft of the ocean, the ski. We're going to finish with the mixed taplin. But we just said the celebrations for the girls. It's a special moment, isn't it, Paulie, to get up on the podium, to have the champagne, to be able to enjoy that special moment, as well as the winner's check. $25,000. It's a sweet little boost to the bank account, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. It's something that you remember for a lifetime. As far as your athletic careers go, standing atop of that podium for the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic, it's just, yeah, you really can't explain it. It's amazing.
Now, through this, we've obviously awarded Matt Bevilacqua as the 2025 Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic champion and Georgia Fitzsimmons. We've already heard from Naomi Scott. She's got the Subaru Crosstrek, but we do have a special presentation because it is official now. We have our champion. It's in the books. It is none other than big, bad Benny Carberry. And Josh, you might need to get a box just to get the microphone up to him.
Yeah, he's got it up there. Yeah, that's exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, your overall Ironman Series champion, Benny Carberry. Ben, you had to fight for it in the end, didn't you? But what's it feel like to be the best Ironman in the world?
Yeah, it was quite a daunting task today. I knew Ali was within a shot to put me out of it, but I went in there to just race and didn't really think too much of it at the time. But yeah, I'm stoked to have the car and win the overall series.
Talk to me. A couple of months ago, you had a win and you told me you had big goals, but you were never going to tell me what they were. Please tell me it was this. Sorry.
Yeah, I had goals at the start of the season. I really wanted to win 3 of the rounds, but was very unfortunate for the first round and got into the second round, went in there, got first, and then the third round first, and then I come in here with high hopes, but couldn't put it together. And but yeah, I'm still really happy with how I went. So.
$10,000 in a Subaru Crosstrek, not a bad consolation prize there. You've obviously got a lot of people to thank, but before we go to that, I want to cast my mind back to when you were a child, growing up, Warilla Barrack Point, you're out of Oak Flats, but Warilla Barrack Point Surf Club, Ali Day, he was a champion then, you were sort of coming up underneath him. What was it like to go head-to-head with a former clubmate and someone you grew up with for the biggest prize in surf sports?
Yeah, it's crazy to think that 2 Warilla boys are here right now racing for the title. He's an amazing athlete. He's an amazing person, and I'm just happy to be alongside him and racing.
We'll bring over Mark Williams from Race 1 here. They are one of the sponsors, along with Shore and Partners Financial Services. Shake your hand and present you with a brand new Subaru Crosstrek. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ben Carberry, your overall Ironman Series champion.
Yeah, great job to Carbs, consistency.
Out of Warilla Barrack Point, 2 great champions, Ben Carberry and Ali Day, one of the most underrated surf sport programs in the country right now. We can see celebrating there with Race 1 Surfcraft, Mark Williams, the Subaru Crosstrek. Now, he was quoted at the start of the year saying if he won the Open Ironman title that he would be giving the car to his partner, Claudia Rose Slavin. Now, I don't know, is he a man of his word, or what do you think?
Oh, I think he will. I think that'll be beautiful. I can't imagine him driving up to the job site in that, although he's not doing so much of the tradie at the moment, but maybe they'll share.
I don't think he needs to if he keeps cashing checks like that.
Well, that's it. $10,000 to go along with the Subaru Crosstrek. It's not a handy payday. I don't know you can get too many paydays like that on the construction site. But we turn our attention now to the open male swim. We crowned our champion yesterday, Hayden Cotter. We now go into the final event. Now, Jackson McCleary out of Maroubra, he has been one to watch. He is someone who has been flashing moments of brilliance, but he just hasn't been able to put the final touch on the end. Kai Kinsella, the superfish. If he had gills, if a human had gills, Kai Kinsella would be first in line. We go down there, Dougal Richmond out of Mermaid Beach, Adam Palmer and Odin Parrish, Bailey Kristevsky of Wanda, Josh Brown, big strong boy Josh Brown. He was fanboying earlier over Matt Hall Racing up in the sky. Drew Green under new colours there as well, Dan the Man Collins, but there he is right in the middle next to Joe Collins and Ruben Reese. Ruben Reese has been outstanding across the weekend. Braden Woodford at Newport Beach is the youth world champion. CJ Brennan as well on fire as we speak. Henry Simpson has been great throughout the season. And look at that young gun under 17-year-old. Do not be surprised if Stanley Jarrett gets the job done here. He's an absolute super freak. He's a young kid that can do absolutely everything. So to see him take it out here would not surprise one little bit.
And in the corner starting is the Race 1 ticket winner, Noah Maggs. He has won so many Race 1 tickets now.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. There we go. The boys are underway now. It's a little bit confusing, isn't it, for some of the people at home when you see the gun go and they're supposed to be going towards the water and they're running down the beach towards the south. But have a look at that. The entire field has headed down to the south. Little bit of a shallow gutter, and then they're going to be wading and dolphin diving. Look at the way they get those knees up and try and get across that bank as quick as possible.
Well, all of them ran down bar one. We can't see them right now, but there was one athlete that actually ran straight into the water. I think they were thinking, well, I'm just going to take a punt here. I'm going to take a gamble, and I want to go straight out ahead.
The Hail Mary.
The Hail Mary there from Angus Jarrell-Limick from Allura Beach. He has taken that one on, and he has gone for it. He thought, you know what? Maybe I'm not the fastest, maybe I'm not the best out there, but maybe I'm the boldest. We said it yesterday, fortune favours the brave, and he is having a fair odd crack out there right now.
And maybe he thought, I'll get some airtime if I do something on my own as well.
Well, there you go, Angus. Put that up on your Instagram tomorrow. You got your airtime, but at the moment it's right up at the pointy end as well, and it looks like it's Henry Simpson out of Alexandra Headland that's hit the front.
Yeah, that young Henry Simpson has had an incredible summer so far, but he just keeps really impressing us with just how much of a strong swimmer he is. We're going head-to-head there. It's Alexandra Headlands in one. We're starting to get a better look. It might be Surfers Paradise alongside him there as well. Maroochydore in on third place, just tucking in behind the Surfers Paradise cap there
Dan
as well.
Dan Calabat there, so he's he's not a former Kiwi, he's still a Kiwi, but he comes out of New Zealand. He resides underneath the Surfers Paradise cap right now, and he is a great little pool swimmer. He swims close to a 4-minute 400, so that's moving. He's got quite the talent. He was in the youth New Zealand team, but an injury struck him down at the start of the season, so he's got himself to the front of this race, and he's got himself out moving as well. Just in behind him, no Maroochydore. That'll be Stanley Jarrett, so the big strong boy, the under-17 lad, he's going well right now also.
Yeah, look, they're just starting to get a little bit held up in that aerated water. It's very, very tricky, very challenging, as we see. When it starts to get a little bit more green, they're going under those last couple of sets. They'll make their way out the back, and that's when they really want to kick it in. Bring in that big 6-beat kick and start to move. But this is an incredible swim race from Dan Calabat at the moment.
It is, but we've actually seen there's a couple, so down in the middle there, snuck out through
CJ Brennan there, Currumbin Vikings. They'll be going mad down there on the rock because he's hit the front. He has been phenomenal this weekend, and he was the winner from yesterday. If I'm not wrong, I'm not wrong. He was the winner from yesterday, so he's looking for back-to-back surf race wins, Paulie.
Yeah, CJ Brennan he's an incredible swimmer. It's such a sharp tool in his kit, but he He got the win yesterday. Ruben Rees was second and Hayden Cotter was third. So look, if CJ Brennan could take back-to-back wins, that's going to be huge for him.
That will be huge for him, and you can see he's so confident going to the lead. He swims at Bond. He often leads the swim squad. He swims with a lot of Ironman, the likes of Ali Day. You can see the field are so spread out here. It's CJ just in front of the pack behind, massive pack behind.
That is a big pack at the moment. You want to try and get out in front and get that clear water, because when you hit the can and it's just nothing but swinging elbows and arms, it's just absolutely chaos. But I'm looking for Ruben Rees. It's a long swim race. I know he's in there somewhere. He's going to be looking to start to really make a move now.
And it looks like that might be Ruben Rees sitting in 4th place from the BMD Northcliffe Club. He's a really great swimmer, potentially not his strength at the start, but you might see him start to work his way around. But the 3 in front are excellent swimmers, so it's going to be really tough.
Yeah, Dan the Man Collins as well out of Redhead Beach. He's got the pink goggles on. Joey Collins potentially moving into that pack as well. Dan Calibert just starting to fall back. It's Wanda there. That'll be Bailey Kristesky out of Wanda. He's a fantastic swimmer. He's got plenty of titles down in the New South Wales state titles as well. But it's CJ Brennan out in front right now on his side wash there out of Newport. Hard to pick that one up. There's plenty of them in there, but it could be Braden Woodford, the youth world champion. But CJ Brennan starting to work into his own water now. Dan Collins following the trail and the feet. This could be a moment here for Dan Collins. He's the Australian Ironman champion last year. He loves a moment on the big stage. Look at the wave come up and now behind him. Is anyone going to be able to kick down it? CJ Brennan was the best of that. He couldn't get over that. And the next one looks even bigger.
They're turning
in
around.
The Jaguar seat right now. They know what's coming. And look at that. Oh, Mermaid just fall out the back. I saw Maroochydore come on down. We said Stanley Jarrett would be a chance. It could be either him or Adam Palmer. Who's got the best body surfing skills out there? Because it's going to be skills that pay the bills here. $1,500 worth of prize money up for grabs right now. The overall title, it's dead and gone. Hayden Cotter's got that as well. And look at that. Out the back, body surfing skills. They fly on down that wave. They're in that dead water now. This is anyone's race.
Yeah, this is absolutely no biting stuff. As we see that wave now just drops them off alongside them. That might have been the Northcliffe Cup. It could potentially be Ruben Rees. We'll have to wait and see. The boys are moving through this gutter now. They're sprinting. This is like a 50-metre dash for cash, quite literally.
You can see their legs start to kick. It goes into that 8-beat kick there as they're really trying to get across the gutter and get into that wave zone as quick as they can.
Well, that's it. They're spread so far across the beachscape here at BMD Northcliffe. Dan Collins potentially kicking down one there. Works hard, does not. It's a race from the top of screen to the bottom of screen. Dan Collins closest to us as we see it right now. And you can see there in behind, pushing onto that one there, Henry Simpson. A little bit of backwash. We saw that come into play yesterday afternoon. It's back to seek revenge once again. Out the back, there's body surfing, but it's a body surfing fest right now. Dan Calibert up and waiting across the bank. Henry Simpson up and into it as well. Dan Collins needs to get across. Look at the big loping lad, Stanley Jarrett. He's an under 17-year-old. This will be a big win for him, but it's Dan the Man Collins, the Australian Ironman champion. There's a couple of things that correlate. Social media posts and Dan Collins winning. Go and check his Instagram, because Dan the Man Collins has taken this one out. The Shore & Partners World Ocean Series swim race champion.
Huge result from Dan Collins. He just moves so nicely into that race then. Who have we got in second and third? It looks
it's
that might
Jacob Dickey there from Alexandra Headland that has come across the line in first. We thought it might have been Henry Simpson, but Jacob Dickey have come on through there. Callum Brenham in third spot. Dan Calibert in fourth and Zach King there in fifth. So a great race there. What a way to finish that one off. Dan the Man Collins, he loves a moment on the big stage. He ticked off a lifelong dream last year at the Australian Ironman Championship, and we've got Joshy on the beach with him now.
Dan Collins, the last time you crossed the line here at the front of a surf race, you were forced to settle for a draw. How much better is it when you do it on your own?
Yeah, it's always good to get a win, especially in a tough season. So yeah, get on the podium. Last round's always nice.
Mate, you not only got on the podium, you dominated that one there. Talk to me about the final stages. It was as frantic in the water as it seemed out of the water?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was CJ led us around the cans, and we sort of stopped and waited for a bomb, and I actually lost my goggles in it. And then, frantic little dash through the gutter and stand up on the bank and try and get through that inside gutter as well. So, yeah, good race.
It's a win for Redhead and a win for the good guys. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Collins wins the surf race here at the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic.
Thanks, Joshy.
Now, if there are any nippers down there at BMD Northcliffe Beach, go and find the bright pink goggles, because they are a trademark of Dan Collins, and that is a souvenir you'd want to take home.
Yeah, I actually noticed that he'd lost his goggles there, and it had me second-guessing whether it actually was Dan Collins, but that just goes to show any nipper, anyone watching, you have to learn to be able to swim in the ocean without goggles, because sometimes something like that happens, and you could see it didn't even make a difference to him. He was head down, he kept going.
Yeah, he's a very, very experienced veteran, as we can see. Dan Collins there just getting himself up onto that dais. He'll be very, very pleased with that win, taking the trophy and the check down the coast to Redhead Beach.
Well, that's it. He's a full-time lifeguard. He does this as a little bit of a part-time hobby, but he does it pretty well. He's the current Australian Ironman champion. He's your Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic swim champion as well. As we see, Callum Brennan, he's had a stellar weekend. A win yesterday in a Friday shootout, backs it up with a podium performance there. He'll be your third place getter. Jacob Dickey with an unbelievable swim as well. It was wild out there, wasn't it? It was hard to tell from the north to the south, from the left to the right, where that wave was going to come from. And obviously, they were coming from everywhere. They were coming from the back, the front. But Dan the Man Collins, he was third around the can, so he's in a deserving spot.
And he just made some really good decisions on the way in there as well. They were so spread out, it was hard to tell who was who, but he just picked that spot. He turned around. You can see him waiting for that bomb, as he talked about, and he milked it as far as he could. So that was really impressive. But one thing to mention here is Hayden Cotter. So Hayden Cotter wrapped it up yesterday as the overall series surf race champion. He didn't have his best race today in the swim, finishing mid-pack, but he didn't need to, because he was already crowned the champion.
It was just more of maybe it was more of a victory lap for Cotter to go around. 3 overall surf race series titles. Maybe he was just out there waving at the crowd, shaking hands, kissing babies, doing all the formalities, you know.
I think so, and I think he's had a bit to celebrate as well, because he's won his third straight Shore and Partners World Ocean Series swim title also. So a big moment there for Hayden Cotter, but a bigger moment there for Dan Collins, winning on the grandest stage that we have, the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. We're now going to roll on through to the female swim, and we have ourselves an absolute doozy set up for the overall series. Lani Pallister, gold medalist from the Olympics in Paris 2024, part of that 4x2 relay team. She has the opportunity with a race win to take the overall crown. The only lady out there in the water that can potentially stop her from doing that is Lily O'Sullivan. The equation is really simple for both. Win, and it's theirs.
Yeah, winner takes all. That is absolutely, it's all on the line. How impressive, though, was Lani Pallister yesterday? We always pump her tyres up, but wow, the way she was moving through that ocean yesterday was incredible. I don't want to say that she's got the win, because anything can happen in surf, but certainly they're going to have to swim with their life if anyone is going to beat Lani Pallister. Yeah,
Lani Pallister is definitely the favourite here. We saw it yesterday, but anything can happen in surf, but she is a favourite for a reason. She is an Olympic gold medalist, but she's not just a fast swimmer. We saw it yesterday. We've seen it time and time again. She has incredible surf skills. She's an excellent runner, wader, and she can do anything in the ocean.
Speaking of Olympic gold medalists, it would have been great to see, because I know we have some other Olympic champions down on the beach today. It would have been nice to see a little bit of an invitational style happen with Katie Reese, our race 1 ticket winner, getting her spot in the final. But French Olympic champion, 4-time Olympic medalist Leon Marchand was down the beach today watching the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, along with our own Australian Molly O'Callaghan. So would have been great to see Leon Marchand go toe-to-toe with Dan Collins right there. Maybe Molly O'Callaghan battle it out with Lani Pallister, but maybe another day we'll see that happens. But a big shout out to the Olympic champions that were down there watching, as we do have a start right now in the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Open Female Surf Race, and you can see right there already asserting her dominance is Lani Pallister.
Yeah, so Lani Pallister has taken more of a direct line. She's headed out straight in front there, a little bit down to the south, but a lot of the girls have run around. They know that there's a massive drift there, but Lani's backing herself. She's backing her swimming ability, and this is so impressive how she goes to the front straight away in just the run, wade and dolphin diving.
It really does impress me. The fact that she's after the run-in, the wade, the dolphin dive, she hasn't even started to swim yet, and she already has a lead over the field. It's terrifying for the girls, isn't it?
It really is terrifying for all the other girls, but it just shows what an incredible athlete she is. She's super fit. She's doing so much swimming at the moment, but she can also run. So she's taken the lead there. And if we just have a little look around, we'll see if we can see Lily O'Sullivan. Potentially she's in third or fourth spot there from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. She will be wanting to keep Lani Pallister within distance as they enter the wave zone on the way in, because as we saw in the male swim, that anything can happen in that wave zone.
Absolutely. You can see a wave come from out the back and spoil the show all the time. We've seen it time and time again today. There we can see the Newport cap. It might be Piper Harrison, I'm not sure. It could be Kimberly Doyle. Hot on the heels there of Lani Pallister. But the rest of the field seems quite spaced out already. We could see a couple of Burleigh Heads caps at the top of screen before. It could be Lily O'Sullivan. She did start on the starting list, sort of middle to the field, down to the right or the southern side there. So she'd be looking to certainly try and find Lani's feet.
Yeah, it looks like it's Newport that is on Lani's feet at the moment. It could be Sarah Locke. Sarah Locke is an incredible swimmer, and we often see her pushing to the front in these surf races, but it's all Lani Pallister at the moment. Her game plan for this, her race plan, stays pretty consistent. Her plan is to get ahead and get as far ahead as possible to minimise any risk on the way in of surf playing havoc.
Wow, Sarah Locke's ability to go under those waves there was incredible. She's actually pulled up almost alongside Lani Pallister just in those final stages of those waves there.
Yeah, it actually looks like she's pulled just ahead, so it looks like it's Sarah Locke on the top of the screen there and Lani Pallister on the bottom of the screen, if my eyes see correctly. So Sarah Locke has done incredibly diving under the water there from the Newport Club.
Yeah, wow. Look, you can only imagine Lani Pallister's now just sighted her. She was breathing to the left-hand side. Maybe she had a little bit of a glance to the right and she's going, I need to get going now.
But this is so impressive. The two of these girls have gapped the rest of the field. The rest of the field are also very spread out, as you can see them through that churning water. This is a massive gap. You can see it's almost 200 metres from the leader to the last athlete in this surf race already.
Well, that's just how tricky it is. We keep mentioning just how long these surf races are. That's because it's a really long sandbank, so you can't obviously set the cans in the middle of the wave zone. You have to set them out the back, which is making for very, very long swim legs. You'd have to guess, I would say they're roughly 500 metres, maybe 600 metres.
Yeah, they've been taking around 7 minutes. It depends on the sets, but I tell you, one person who loves a long swim race, it's Lani Pallister. She's an endurance athlete. That is her favourite distance in the pool.
Now, if my memory serves me correct, I believe it was Sarah Locke that almost went with Lani Pallister yesterday as well. She was there through the break, and as they hit that break, Lani Pallister just so strong through that turbulent water, started to work away. But now that they're in this clean green water, Sarah Locke is almost matching it with Lani Pallister.
Yeah, she is, but it will be interesting to see what happens on the way in. So Lani Pallister's turn, Sarah Locke is about to turn, and then you see the pack. That is my least favourite part of a surf race, when everyone is on top of each other. It is not fun, and it's also very risky to get injured, lose your goggles, but look how exciting that is.
That looks amazing. That looks like a holiday.
No, Duff, I dislike it immensely.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that either. And luckily for Lani Pallister and Sarah Locke, all the way out in front, they have the clean green water to go in.
She did this yesterday. Remember, she came off that second can and we're like, oh, Naomi Scott was close, and then bam, just like that, Lani just found another gear. She's done the same thing again.
Yeah, I've been in an Australian team with Lani Pallister, and that is, I mean, I don't want to give all her secrets away, but that's what she plans to do. She hits that last can. I think it's fairly obvious, and then she goes up another gear.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit of a race strategy, isn't it? That obviously being a 200, 400, 800 metre distance swimmer, they set their races up to have certain... And
there's a set.
A wave here. Oh, it's going to be a good wave as well. We'll come back to that later, because Lani Pallister, she loves to body surf. Her idol, Courtney Hancock, has given her all the hints and tips that she's got out there, and she loves to crack these big waves, and that might just be a little winning wave, and this is going to be on her way potentially to winning the overall series. She She only has the 3 races to her name right now, 27,000 points. That means there are no throwaways. She will take the 10,000 points if she wins, and she will add it to the total. It'll make it 37,000 points. She picks up another little wave. This could be the moment right here that we see Lani Pallister not only win this race, but potentially go on and win the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series as well.
Yes, that wave was absolutely a winning formula. Not that she needed the wave, she just got 2 waves and she absolutely milked them so well. Her surf skills,
wow.
And she does it again. Look at the way she just swam onto that wave. So impressive.
That was barely even a wave there. She actually just swam onto that and started catching it. That is really, really impressive there. I don't think she spends much time in the ocean, but when she does, it is really good.
Now, yesterday, I think Lani Pallister won by about 100 metres. I think the win today might be even more. She knows she has it in the bag. There's an air of arrogance around that, but when you are the greatest surf swimmer we have ever seen, you're allowed to have a little bit of arrogance up the beach. She will take her time. She will savour this moment. She knows that she is number one. There is no one that comes close to her in the sport right now. You are witnessing the greatest surf swimmer we have ever seen, ever, not just in our time, in our generation, but full stop ever. Lani Pallister, you are the greatest of all time. And the little banner handover is becoming almost trademark of Lani Pallister. The bow to the tape kid.
I tell you what I loved there is she changed her claim. I think she would have been watching yesterday. It's something she's thinking about. She's changed her claim. But look who's in second place here. It looks like it's BMD Northcliffe. We'll see who that is as she pops
potentially.
up.
It looks like maybe Bella Williams as she pops up there. I'm not sure. It's the pink goggles. I'm going off goggles here. It might be a little bit of a stone.
It may be Tara Shotter. It may be Tara Shotter from BMD Northcliffe if she gets up. It looks like it's Tara Shotter, so she's originally from New Zealand, but it's close.
Look at that on the northern side. They're running from the north down to the south. It's a sprint up the beach for the miners. It's Newport versus BMD Northcliffe, and it's the home club that gets the job done. She'll be your second place across the line, Tara Shotter, and then Newport there, potentially Sarah Locke as they come across the line. But Tara Shotter, what a performance from her. Lani Waller out of Newport, the change of clubs from Redhead doing her absolute wonders as she hits the podium. But you can't take anything away from our superstar Lani Pallister.
Lani Pallister, she's probably already got her breath back, had a drink, had a chat for the others to cross the line.
Now, Josh, you've probably got the freshest one out there. She's got plenty of time to get her breath back. You've got her on the beach.
Yeah, I'm here with Lani Pallister. You just said to me you got absolutely butchered on the way out there. Talk to me about the swell that came through. We saw it on the big screen. You got hammered over and over and over and over. 10 sets in a row we counted came through, and I think they landed all on your head.
Yeah, I popped up and someone from Newport was actually in front of me at one point and I was like, holy shit. But anyway, once I saw the can, got to the can, was out past the back of the break, I knew that's where I had to kind of put in work. It's a longer swim than usual, which is perfect for me in these sorts of conditions when anything can happen. But it's pretty cool to have some of the swimmers down on the beach. I was actually a little bit nervous. Said to a couple of friends, take them back to the pool. This is my safe space. But I'm so stoked they're here.
I was just talking about Leon Marchard, Molly. I think we have Thomas up there as well. Something like 15 Olympic gold medals on the beach from the last couple of Olympics alone. They said none of them could do what you do. Does it feel special to come here and show them just how tough it is in conditions like this?
Yeah, a couple of people on the beach asked me how I thought they'd go, and I think if they grew up doing it, they'd be fine. But I think that shows that surf is such a different beast. I know I'm a lot more comfortable in the pool than I am down here, so the amount of gold medals on the beach at the moment is wild, and the amount of Olympians that come out of surf sports is also hectic.
We love it. You've obviously got some people to thank.
Yeah, absolutely. Helen from Alex Surf Club, everyone else from Alex Surf Club, you guys have done monumental things for me in shaping the person I am now. My mum, my dad, coaches, Mel Marshall, Rowan Taylor for letting me come down, and everyone that came down to support today. And huge thank you to Shaw and Partners. Everyone that set up the event. Is such an incredible weekend, and I can't wait to come back again next year.
One last question. How does the tag, the greatest surf swimmer of all time, sit on you?
I don't think it's mine yet. You know, Kai Hurst is possibly the most dominant swimmer in surf sports, and I think until I've been successful for 10 years straight, which I'm not even halfway there yet, that's his crown, and I'm absolutely thrilled that that's kind of my name being put in the conversation. But I have so much respect for him being an Olympian and everything that he did as well. I think that's still his crown for sure.
Fair call, but I think he's looking over his shoulder.
Absolutely not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lani Pallister.
call it Kai, call it Lani Pallister. It's hard to tell, but they are both absolute greats of our sport. And right now, she is right there with them and putting there. You can see as well the Olympic girls in behind her. So the Australian Dolphins down here supporting. It's the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, and it brings out all the superstars.
It does bring out all the superstars. That VIP area is hot. It is filled with so many superstars and so many great people as well.
Yeah, it would be absolutely popping down on BMD Northcliffe Beach at the moment, wouldn't it? I dare say Shieldsy and Maury would be lighting up the bar tonight with a G-Fit, and Matt Bevilacqua will win so far, especially if BMD Northcliffe were to get the taplin. Wow, it'll be on tonight.
It'll be party time, and we're not far away from party time. We've got the women up on the podium there. It's Lani Waller, it's Tara Schotter, as well as Lani Pallister. Now, I've been pretty convicting about the overall series, but this one's got me a little bit in a spin. One, because I can't quite fathom how Lani Pallister has won the series with 4 results. Now, she has been undefeated for the last 4 or 5 years. That puts her to 37,000 points. But Lily O'Sullivan needed to win today to jump over her. So by my calculations, and this is unofficial, it looks to me like Lani Pallister has won the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series with just 4 out of 5 races, which is a phenomenal feat.
That is absolutely
phenomenal. There he is, the man. Sorry, I jumped in. There he is. Oh, I've got a crush on him. Leon Marchand. He's a hunk of a man, isn't he?
I'm so disappointed that we weren't at the beach and we weren't able to meet him. Maybe he'll come tonight.
Maybe he'll come to the after party. Or maybe he won't if he knows I'm around because I'm fanboying a bit too hard. But we got the skis coming up, and I'm telling you, if I'm fanboying over Leon Marchand, we've got some great men coming up here. We've got Tom May there from Seacliff Beach, Jake Morris of BMD Northcliffe, Joe Collins, normally an Ironman, but he wants to prove that Ironmen can paddle. Tom Norton out of Tally Budger, Tornadoes, Riley Fitzsimmons, also a Paris 2024 Olympian, Dan Mulcaroa, Josh Murphy Swansea, Jaden Erskine Currumbin, Russell Fox from Half Moon Bay, Jackson Bond of Curra. We turn the page over and we get to have a look at potentially the biggest threat to the series title, Jackson Collins. Yesterday's champion, Jamo Porter, right down the bottom, but do not rule out the likes of Mitch Trims and Harrison Torrance. We all remember the race from last year, Fletcher versus Trimmy. Good news for Trimmy here. Fletcher eliminated earlier today, so he's not going to have that sprint up the beach. He's not going to have that nightmare. Is this the day we see Mitch Trim get the monkey off the back? Because it's not a joke anymore. It's actually a sad, sad thing in our sport that Mitch Trim cannot get a win.
I don't want to say it. Don't do it to me, Doug.
No,
I've said it too many times.
Get it out of the universe.
Put it out of there. Let's just wait. Put it in the box.
I'm going to see Mitch Trim fall out of his boat out of start, get hit by a set, slew, and come last. There you go. Maybe we reverse jinx him.
Reverse.
Maybe that'll help.
I don't know. Look, he's the people's champion, isn't he? We would love to see Trimmy. There's no doubt about it. But we've said it too many times. He's got to stand up, put a bit of gold in that silverware medal case he's got. But look, Jamo Porter paddled absolutely incredible yesterday. He's leading the point score overall at the moment. I think Jamo Porter's good enough to get it done, but I'm not going to go without saying Tommy Norton, the Talabudger of Torpedoes. He was off to a flying start yesterday, only to be taken out by a big wave. So good luck out there, Tommy.
And my pick is going to be Jackson Collins, the Olympic silver medalist from Paris 2024. I think this is such a hot field for the ski paddlers as they're in the starters' hands.
Red hot field.
Not only a hot field, but the World Ocean Series is up for grabs. It is the Shaw and Partners Open Men's Ski, and off to an absolute flyer for the middle of the field is Jaden Erskine. He gets a nice little ramp on that one as well. Look at the power through the centre of the screen. Jackson Collins, he's off to a great start, as well as Mitch Trim starting to work through his gears right now. Mitch Trim, I think, is first through the shore break. Jamo Porter carving his path as well, but Mitch Trim out in front at the moment.
Yeah, Jamo Porter down to the south there. He's had a good start, not the best start, but he's certainly still in the mix. He's a little bit down to the south though, so if it opens up down there, he might be able to sneak to the front, but in the middle or to the northern side, there's about 5 or 6 guys absolutely flying through this break.
There are 4 men who can win the overall ski series. It's Jamo Porter, Jackson Collins, Jake Morris and Mitch Trim. Those 4 are in the final at the moment.
Jake Morris might have just snuck out. It's hard to see right now. We're going to have to pan out a little bit, but it might be Jake Morris
look at that.
out
Jake on the north. Jake Morris has snuck on out on the north. Is it his day today to not only take the race win, but also the series win? Josh Murphy of Swansea Belmont, he's also out there with your mate Tom Norton of Talabudra right down as well. And looks like Joe Collins might have snuck on out as well.
Yes, Jake Morris absolutely flying at the moment. He saw brother Zach take the win in the board earlier. He's probably, Dad Aaron's probably down there saying, come on boys, let's go. Another Morris win.
Tom May as well from Seacliff of South Australia. So we go all around the country and all around the world at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. Tom May in a great position right now out of Seacliff.
Yeah, Jake Morris taking a very tight line on the can. He's got the luxury there, getting there first. Nobody was pushing up the inside. It is Seacliff, Tom May in second place at the moment. Tommy Norton from Talabudra in third with Joe Collins on his outside at the minute.
Joey Collins is a cheeky man, and he was down there and he was heckling every single ski paddler out there saying an Ironman is going to win the ski race today, and he's got himself in a position. But Jake Morris has shot away. He is clear right now of Tom May of Seacliff.
If this goes down to a runner's race, I dare say nobody is quicker than Jake Morris up the beach. But look at the rating now as he comes off that third can. Jake Morris is absolutely flying. He drops the paddle down in the water because he's on a glide, he's on a runner, he's milking this down to the south at the moment. He might even be on a wave here.
Is this going to turn into a wave, Duff?
It looks like he might have turned a run into a wave. He must have spoken to Matt Bevilacqua, who gave him the line into the beach. He needs to get that race one ski down. He won't get the nose down, and that'll open the door. He has a little look over. It's not a big wave, but it's in a tricky spot. It's hard to get the ski moving again in this position. As he dives the nose down, will he pull it out? What strength and coordination? He's gone. Jake Morris throws the toe over. That pinky toe can't hold on enough. And look at them all come from behind. Tom May of Seacliff, South Australia, in the biggest race of his life. Riley Fitzsimmons of BMD Northcliffe, Josh Murphy of Swansea Belmont, and Tom Norton of Talabudra. We have a race on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. 4 gentlemen go in, and only one will come out as the champion of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. Riley Fitzsimmons starts to motor away from that wave. He is pulling away as we speak. They have this gutter to go across. Josh Murphy out of Swansea Belmont as well. But at the moment, it's Riley Fitzsimmons with his nose just in front. Tom May, it's Fitzsimmons. It's a day for Fitzsimmons. Georgia gets the iron done. Riley Fitzsimmons, on the coattails of her success, takes out the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series ski title. It's a day for Fitzsimmons. It's a day for the Olympians. He wins the race that we didn't think he could win.
Wow, Riley Fitz, inspired by G, there's no doubt about it. It is a day for the Fitzes. That was an unbelievable win today. And I was only mentioning this morning, it's been a while since we've seen a Riley Fitz win for an Olympic paddler as quality as he is, Riley. It's been a little time between champagne popping, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's had some time off after the Olympics. He hasn't necessarily been focusing just on surf ski racing or kayaking right now, so that was awesome to see. And in the sprint finish as well.
Now, in the world of sporting accolades, not many get bigger than the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, but I think the meat pie he scored for the Flighties Oztag team in Div 7 Social at Malama Park might be up there in the highlight reel as well. Joshy, can we get a comparison? Is it the meat pie and Social Oztag or the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series?
Oh, Duff is up there talking absolute smack about you, Riley Fitz. I got to say, mate, today was all about Georgia, and you go and steal this show. She's not going to be happy with that one.
No, it's G's day today.
Oh, mate, wasn't it? Did that inspire you to come out here and deliver that kind of performance?
I'm still running off the bloody adrenaline, I think.
You need her to win more, come off the back of that. Talk to me how special that is. You made the move from Avoca up here to BMD Northcliffe. Georgia's in your life. This club's been special to you. You've won so many events. Did you think you were going to get another one this big?
No, it's been a long time between drinks on a 10,000 event. To get the win here on the home beach in front of the BMD Northcliffe, Race 1, Shaw and Partners, all the support that I've had. It's been unbelievable since moving up here, and I'm just so thankful for the people in my circle at the moment that are supporting us.
Mate, we couldn't believe it. Talk to me about the sprint finish when Jake came off, 4 of you on the wave. None of you were, well, Usain Bolt, let's be honest, but mate, you ground that one out, didn't you?
Yeah, sure did. I was, pretty lucky. Jake, salute there. He's been getting me at training every week. So, you just got to find your own luck out there. And unfortunately for him, but fortunately for me, it paid off today.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's done it all. He's won an Australian title, an Olympic medal, and now another Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic ski race win. Riley Fitz, congratulations.
Cheers. Thanks, go Northcliffe.
We will see him back for the mixed taplin in just a short moment. But crunching the numbers, it is hard to tell. But Jacko Collins in 7th position may have just secured enough points potentially to take the overall crown. Jamo Porter finished 5th, which puts him in the hunt. But with Jamo Porter finishing in 5th, that is 32,060 points, which by our calculations means that Jackson Collins on 33,980 will be your Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Ski Series champion. Hard to tell, all unofficial, but it looks pretty clear as day in that.
Yes, your calculations have been pretty good so far, Duff. You've done the big spreadsheet here, so it looks like the overall Ski Series champion will be Jackson Collins, closely followed by Jamo Porter. So what an exciting finish for the male ski race. And as you can see, they're on the podium now. It's Tom May from Seacliff. Let's have a moment for Tom May. Seacliff, down in South Australia, we don't often see the southern states, especially South Australia, on the podium at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. So congratulations, Tom May. And then in second place is Josh Murphy from Swansea Belmont. He will be over the moon with that second place as well. And then it's the big man, Riley Fitz, on top of the podium.
Yeah, he's going to be absolutely over the moon with that. The Fitzes will be popping champagne bottles all night up at the BMD Northcliffe Surf Club. I made a little bit of a joke to Riley earlier. I said, hey, if G gets the win, maybe he should buy you some new golf lessons because you certainly need it. He can't shoot under 100, but now with this winner's check, maybe he can get it done himself.
Well, that's it. I think he's got a new driver on the way. $1,500 to get him top of the line. All the gear and no idea. But we're just having a look. We talked about the success yesterday of Alexandra Headland in the Friday shootout, winning 5 out of 10 events. And I've just gone through now. Zach Morris, Matt Bevilacqua, Georgia Fitzsimmons and Riley Fitzsimmons, they have won 4 of the 6 events today on their home beach on grand final day in front of the greatest of all time. They're putting on a show.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think that there is a thing about momentum. When a club's doing well, the club vibe under the club tent starts to build. The coaches, their energy's up as well. And that was Alexandra Headland's day yesterday. Is it Northcliffe's day today? I mean, BMD Northcliffe, they've won 4 so far. Is it their time for the taplin?
Well, yeah, Alexandra Headlands did do it yesterday. 5 of 10 wins. Maybe Northcliffe will look to do it today. As we look up there, we've got the Open Women's Ski Final in 1 is Kate McCarty of BMD Northcliffe, Bree McCowart, Georgia Askew, Freya Wilson of Sunshine Beach, Sarah Locke of Newport, Alexandra Clark, Surfers Paradise, Sophie Wall, Alexandra Headland, Hannah Minogue of Newport. Now, she's a bit of a dark and smoky one here. She's fantastic in the surf. Big waves on offer. She's my roughie for today. Deandra Godoy, Newport, rounding it out. We've got Grace McManus there of Maroochydore, Eliza Monick of Manly, Gemma Smith, Newport. Now, she's certainly one to watch here in position 12. Alongside her from the club is Piper Harrison, Annalise Kibble and Jasmine Locke. So the 4 Newport girls side by side. Ella Beer of Avoca Beach. And there we go, rounding out the rest of our competitors. We got Brianna Massey, Carla Papak and Jade Hardstaff. As we take a look now, the girls are just about to pick up their skis, walking down into the water, and we're going to get underway for the final of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic Women's Ski Race.
We are going to get underway, Paulie, and if we're looking at the overall ski series title, it looks like Gemma Smith is in the box seat. So Janaea Massey unfortunately did not make it through to the final this afternoon. She will be very disappointed with that. So we will be counting, we will be crunching numbers. But Gemma Smith, she still needs to have a good result in order to be able to win. But it looks like she will be in a pretty comfortable position right now. But we've got some really great athletes in this field. We've got Alabia, who is an Olympian from Paris 2024. You also talked about the Newport. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ski paddlers from Northcliffe in this final. There are also... Newport. There are also quite a few girls. There's a few girls in this final here that it's their first ever World Ocean Series final.
Yeah, that is very dominant, isn't it? Of one club, 7 of the 20 are from Newport. As we see now, the start are getting underway. Girls are away in the skis and they're off flying. Paddles going through the water like crazy at the moment. The southern side is flying.
Yeah, the southern side is flying. We actually see a big mismatch here. The southern side got out a lot quicker than the northern side there.
Yeah, look at the way they're just approaching this gutter section at the moment. A couple of waves on offer. This gutter section is really starting to wreak havoc for a few of the paddlers, but I'm not sure who that is. One of our female paddlers is absolutely shot out. Third from the end there, that might be Brianna Massey of Curraway, is off to a flying start.
Yeah, that was an excellent start there. She's just shot through that shore break and they're making their way through the gutter as we get to the back break as the drone pans around. Oh, Hannah Minogue's just been hit there as well.
Held up at the moment. The girls approaching that outer bank. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment. This is the timing. This is when you've got to sort of sit back, have a little bit of a look. If you've got a moment, if you've got an opportunity, you've got to go for it. But have a look at this. Look at the size of that wave out the back. Absolutely annihilating some of the girls on their skis. I can see 1, 2, 3 have come off at the moment. Brianna Massey may have just done enough to get out. There might be one other alongside her joining her out the back there at the moment.
Yeah, Gemma Smith looked like she'd found a nice little passage out through here at BMD Northcliffe Beach, but Brianna Massey has put herself out in front right now. She was fast off the beach, she was fast off the start, she was on that southern end, and look at the carnage right now. Oh, these back markers are in a spot above her. It is absolutely carnage out here at the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, and look at that. We see the fresh passage out, but where is Brianna Massey? She's just coming there, so it looks like Gemma Smith. Is that? No, that's not her. I thought that might have been her. Ali Clark getting absolutely worked, but Gemma Smith right there has gone past Brianna Massey, and she has found her way out on that northern end.
Unbelievable. Wow. Champions cream rises to the top, doesn't it? Gemma Smith, I couldn't even make her out where she was on that field, but she's out in front at the moment. She's got a great little lead over Brianna Massey, and she's going to work. There's not many girls out there that come home as fast as Gemma Smith. You can't afford to give her a lead like this when she's about to turn on the runs.
Look at the waves these back markers are just getting hit by right now. As we see now, has Gemma Smith turns for home.
Gemma Smith does turn for home, and she was in the Ironwoman final just before, so she's had a huge day, and it just shows how diverse her skill set is. But it's the ski that is her specialty. It's where she really shines, and she's got excellent surf skills. She's going to turn for home and really rate up with these runners and try and get ahead, because she doesn't want to have a sprint finish. It looks like she's in the box seat to win the overall World Ocean Series ski title, but she just doesn't want to just win it. She wants to win the race today too.
Absolutely. There's a little bit of a nervous look over the left shoulder. She needs a wave, and she needs it now. Swell on the horizon building for some of our back competitors. You can see Gemma Smith now just sitting in dead water as one of our competitors takes off on a huge wave out the back, shooting towards the north. I'm not sure where she was going then, maybe trying to look for a smaller ramp to make her way down, but Gemma Smith looks like she's pulled down a nice little wave here. She's going to keep the rating up, the paddles down on the water. She's going to try and milk this one all the way to the beach, but at the top of the screen there, I think that was Brianna Massey's ski that went flying through the water, so waves coming through now. The rest of the field is going every which way except for straight in. Skis are rolling in sideways without the paddlers on top. That's not what you want to see in the final of the Shore and Partners Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic, the ski race here. But Gemma Smith, what a class, what a woman.
What a woman, and she is comfortably in front now. She just looks behind her. She wants to make sure, and Annalise Kibble is in second place, but it's Gemma Smith. It is all Gemma Smith. She jogs up the beach. She has time. She's smiling. She loves this sport. She wanted this win. You can see she's so happy here. She is about to win the Shannon Eckstein Ski Race Champion, Gemma Smith, and the overall Ski Series Champion. What a win from Gemma Smith from Newport.
What a race. What a win from Gemma Smith and clubmate Annalise Kibble. She has finished second now, but we'll have to crunch some numbers. Huge points in the MVP ratings for Annalise Kibble. We talked about it earlier today. She is going to be an absolute talent for the future. She's only 20 years old, but she is so well-rounded as an Ironwoman.
And Brianna Massey has come across the line in third place. She will be so happy with the podium. You can see the relief on those girls. They hug their family. So many people come down here to support them. Josh.
What?
Well, I'm here with Gemma Smith, and Gems, we said there you're underrated. I don't know what more we have to do to see the rating you deserve. You win so often. It's a couple of years since you've had a title, but you continue to win these races year in, year out. How do you do it?
Yeah, no, I'm just really grateful that I get to continue to line up. It's just amazing to turn up every year, and the conditions here at Northcliffe always provide, and it's just awesome. We've got a great Newport crew, so it makes it really enjoyable and keeps me pushing hard at training and then really enjoying the racing when I'm down here on the beach.
Talk to me about the way home there. Obviously, those huge sets came through behind you. Could you see them?
Yeah, well, in the quarter, actually, I got caught by one behind me, so I really just tried to pick anything the ocean threw my way and managed to pull down a little one, and I was just trying to keep it straight to the beach, and really happy to have that little finish.
Congratulations. Another huge win. We're going to do the calculations for the overall score. You'll come close, that's for sure, but let the number crunchers do their thing. Ladies and gentlemen, Gemma Smith of Newport is this ski race champ.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, it is very, very hard to deny Gemma Smith of the Shore and Partners World Ocean overall ski series championship. She has been phenomenal this season with win after win, and I think the worst result she had all season long was a second. Absolute domination on this open women's ski field from Gemma Smith. At the start of the year, she won the Shore and Partners Coolangatta Gold Series, and she set that up with the phenomenal long-distance ski paddle. She has gone from strength to strength. You mentioned it earlier, Haz. She was in the Open Ironwoman final. She backs it up now with a ski race win. She is just a superstar of our sport.
Yeah, she certainly is, and that's actually so incredible how someone can go from winning the Coolangatta Gold, a 4-hour race, to then winning the ski series. So the Shore and Partners World Ocean Ski Race, which may have been a 4-minute race. It's just so impressive how diverse Gemma Smith is as an athlete.
Yeah, she's very well-rounded, Gemma Smith, there's no doubt about it. Absolutely unreal, that performance there. She just held her composure there. She talked about she didn't want to slew or lose her ski on the way in, and it was just textbook skills from her right from start to finish. Very, very impressive from Gemma Smith. And I did mention it before, but big points for Annalise Kibble. She's just done so well this summer across the ski races, the board races, and definitely the Ironwoman races as well. She's going to be a star of the future.
Well, that's it. Coming into the final weekend of the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic, it was a two-person race between her and Jasmine Raywood. So Annalise Kibble with massive points right there, 8,600 points. That will go close to leapfrogging Jasmine Raywood and potentially going all the way to a Shore and Partners Race 1 MVP, a prize of $5,000 thanks to Race 1 Surfcraft. And look, I think that might have just been the knockout blow, and she is potentially, this is one that I don't even have the numbers here. I don't have the spreadsheet, I don't have the magic beans, but I think Annalise Kibble with that win potentially does jump up the standings quite a little bit and potentially take out the MVP.
I think you might be right, Duff. So the MVP is someone who gets the most points across all the races that we do. It's not just the surf race, the ski race, the iron. And that's the impressive thing about Annalise Kibble is she goes in so many races. You often start to see athletes specialise. You'll see the Ironwomen sit out, rest and just do the Ironwoman race. You see some of the ski paddlers just do the ski. But Annalise Kibble, she's been chasing the MVP and she's been going in so many events week after week.
Well, going into the weekend, the total ranking points for Annalise Kibble were 90,636. Jasmine Raywood sat 6,000 points in front of her, 96,726. But Jasmine Raywood did not have the weekend of her standards. She struggled out there across the weekend, and that left the door open for potentially Annalise Kibble to come over. We have a great awards night tonight at the B&D Northcliffe Surf Club, and they are great hosts, and the official results will be calculated and awarded by then. In the men's field, we look at Charlie Verco and Corey Fletcher. Corey Fletcher had a great day yesterday. Didn't quite add the points he would. A podium there on the board potentially is that match that he needs. An iron final as well, so that's going to come right down to the wire. But Race 1 Surfcraft bringing the prize money to the table for that one there, for the MVP rankings, $5,000. It's a good all-around prize.
Yeah, it definitely is. And that's what we're starting to see. It's really building a lot of momentum, isn't it, the MVP overall standings? There's a lot of guys that are going up. Usually we saw in the past the Ironman and the women would just do those events. Now they're really loading up in their programs.
And we are here, ladies and gentlemen, the final event of the inaugural Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. It's a massive season. It started all the way back at the Shore & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. We now go into the Open Mixed Taplin Final. We start at the top there. Chugan, Manly, Currumbin, Mermaid, Maroochydore, Jan Juck out of Victoria, Noosa Head from Newport, Burleigh, one of the clubs that have won this event, Redhead, BMD Northcliffe, B, Wanda, Sorrento, Kurrawa, Sunshine Beach, Alex Headland, Swansea Belmont, North Bondi and Coogin Headland. Now, there are 4 clubs that have won this race. The 4 that we list are Newport, Burleigh, Alex and BMD Northcliffe. Now the form that the clubs are in right now, it's a BMD Northcliffe day. You would have to have them as the hot favourites. But Taplin Town, Alexandra Headlands, they got the job done yesterday. Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park pushed them all the way. With the way that Gemma Smith just paddled then as the final leg of this race, potentially she gets them to a winning score as well. This is going to be a great way to finish our Shore & Partners World Ocean Series.
Oh, you're not wrong there. This is always a great way to finish. I love this event. I think this is one of the most exciting events in surf lifesaving because it is a mix. It's for the club. There are 3 males, 3 females. The order is board, swim, ski. The girls are starting off with the board race. They will run around and tag the males. Then it's into the swim, girls first, then the men, and then it's up to the ski, girls, and then the men. And I love to see a sprint finish with those male ski paddlers.
Running on with this momentum, look, who you got, guys? I'm going to back in the home club of BMD Northcliffe. I think they're running on a little bit of momentum. They're on the high horse. I reckon they're going to get it done.
Well, simply for the fact that I'm heading back there later for the after party, I'm going to back them in as well because I don't know I'd get in the door if I didn't. So I'm with the home club also.
Well, how could I not back BMD Northcliffe right now?
All right. We're all on BMD Northcliffe. I'm sure the viewers out there will have their own clubs to cheer on for. I'm also going to have a soft spot there for Mermaid Beach. They were tremendous there earlier yesterday. They're my club there, Nipper coach at Mermaid Beach. So I'll be looking for them to have a strong performance as well.
Yeah, but it looks like it's Lizzie Wellborn that just went straight in the front there for the Newport club. She's wanting to have a good board paddle after just missing out, but it looks like it potentially... Is that Georgia Fitz and BMD Northcliffe in the board? This is a really interesting decision.
Throw the champ the keys and let her go to work. I would do the same thing right now.
I thought it was going to be Hannah Scully, but I'm pretty sure that's Georgia Fitz.
That is Georgia Fitz, and you saw in that iron race, she actually pulled ahead in that board leg, so this is a really interesting decision, but look at her. She is in such good board paddling form. So it's BMD Northcliffe at the front with Georgia Fitz. It's Newport with Lizzie Wellborn just in behind. And then there's so many other girls coming in behind there. Who have we got there?
Momentum and confidence, it's a hell of a thing, isn't it? And Georgia Fitz, look at the way she's going for it at the front. It's like she hasn't done any races today, but I think that's Lizzie Wellborn on the yellow board just in there behind Georgia Fitz at the moment. It also might be Brodie Trinkers in there as well. It's hard to see with that glare who we've got at the moment, but I'm going to say it's Georgia Fitz in 1, Lizzie Wellborn of Newport in 2. That might be Electra Outram of Sunshine in 3, and then we've got Brodie Trinkers in there of Southport as well at the bottom of the screen there, Coogin Headlands, and we might have another Newport club in there as well. So look, at the moment, Georgia Fitz is out the back with a huge lead at the moment.
This is massive from Georgia. She's just getting out the back, and potentially those girls in behind are going to get clipped. No, or maybe there's a set coming through. They're clipped.
Cracker goes down right there.
2.
Whoa, look at at that. The boards go flying across the screen. Georgia Fitzsimmons, she found her way out, but disaster there for the two teams.
Board paddler 101. You never let go of the straps. You've always got to hang on to them. That is devastating for, I'm going to say that could be Tugan or, Tugan devastating
in the position leading this or in the front part of this race and gets absolutely lit up on that back bank. But Georgia Fitzsimmons finds a way through there.
Yeah, Georgia Fitzsimmons has gone to the lead. This is an incredibly impressive lead here from Georgia. And you can see Brodie Trinker, she's actually starting to make a move now from Southport, from the fried eggs. She wants to hit this turning can in front of these other girls because you do not want to go around for a field.
Very smart from Brodie Trinker there. When you're on the inside, you've got to make sure you get your nose in front of the other girls or they might cut you off. If you cut them off at the cans, it is a disaster. You have to drop your legs and literally let them around you and file in behind. So Brodie Trinker was very smart then, pushing up past Electra Outram and making sure she had the nose edge on her.
Yeah, Brodie Trinker, she's also got some great board speed there, so she knew that she could lift when she needed to. So it's Georgia Fitz for BMD Northcliffe turning first. Brodie Trinker, she's just edging around there in second, and it looks like Sunshine Beach is in third place.
Great start for Sunshine Beach and Southport at the moment, but it's all Georgia Fitz. She's back up on her knees, looking at, had a slight little look over her shoulder. There's a wave building here for Georgia. She's lifted the rating. She's bouncing, getting a little bit of a runner off that as she sits back then on the top of her stroke. She's getting every little bit out of the ocean at the moment, but she's going to need a wave if she really wants to hand it over with a great lead.
And you can see she's just looking behind her right now. She wants to make sure that she's in the best position possible where those waves are peaking, and it looks like she's on one.
Georgia Fitz, when you are on confidence and momentum, it is a hell of a thing. That was one of the best board paddles I've ever seen from Georgia.
Yeah, confidence, momentum, like you said, Pulley, is absolutely everything. So look at that, the wave behind Sunshine Beach and Southport there, Brodie Trinker and Electra Outram. You can see how much that wave there just opens that right up. That would have been 5 metres, that wave there, turned it into a good 50 metres. It'll condense right back again once they get through this gutter, but one wave can turn into 2 waves, can turn into 3 waves, and all of a sudden BMD Northcliffe have shut the gate.
Oh, Georgia is just running on momentum, adrenaline. You can see she's just up on her knees now. She's got the rating up. Emily Doyle is telling her to get up and run.
Yeah, look at that. She's hit the ground running. Georgia is flying. Probably going to make the tag, I'm guessing, here for Matt Bevilacqua. We'll find out in 1 second. Now, that's not too handy of a...
Hold on here. She's going... Sorry, apologies. I thought we were reversed there. I thought she'd missed the pole. My apologies.
Zach Morris, the board winner of today. Of course, you're going to put him in. I thought it might have been Bevy, but it's Zach Morris back in there for the A-team. Look, he is absolutely flying. You do not want to give Zach Morris a head start. You know how quick he is at running and getting across that bank.
That is why I'm confused. They have reversed the running order. I thought that Georgia Fitzsimmons had gone the wrong way, but they have reversed the running order of the course. So they will go the figure of 8 course. They'll go around the cans out the back in the normal rate, and then they will reverse the course and run reverse through transition. I almost had a heart attack thinking Georgia Fitzsimmons had gone the wrong way.
You know what? Georgia always double checks the course at the start. Her dad, Ian Miller, is the head official at the starting arena there, and so she always knows what she's doing. But it's a really smart decision from the organisers, because often what we see when there is a drift is that they're running on top of each other, and so this will minimise the chaos, especially when it comes to a 6-person
Georgia Miller does that to maybe just annoy Dad, or to double check the course and do her due diligence?
Oh, a little bit of both, I think. Have a look at that now as we pan from the drone shot. That is a massive lead for Zach Morris at the moment. He's doing everything right as he approaches the back bank there. Couple of waves he'll have to get over here, but looks like you can't even see second place on screen at the moment.
Yeah, Zach Morris has pulled away. He's the board champ from today. We know he's in good form. He's laying down just to get a little bit of breath back before he gets out the back. He'll jump back up on his knees because that's where the power is.
Yeah, we can see Newport and Alexandra Headlands, I believe. Where are they at the moment? Newport, Alexandra Headlands and Burleigh. We haven't seen them feature yet.
Well, Burleigh normally off to a fast start there with their board paddlers, but just didn't quite go. But BMD Northcliffe have it all their own way right now.
Yeah, so it's BMD Northcliffe in the lead, and we'll pan back soon, and it's a bit glary with the sun, but we'll see that it is Southport in second and then Sunshine Beach in third.
Yeah, Newport and Alexandra Headlands right there as well in 4th and 5th. We can see Charlie Verco and Braden Casamento just getting hit by those set waves there. Zach Morris of BMD Northcliffe, he's well and truly out the back, but you can see here they're going to have to sit pop. Mountains of white water coming on through right now. Charlie Verco gets a nice little ramp up there. That's a good bit of clinical skill for him. For all the nippers at home, that's how you pop aboard.
Yeah, look at that. Zach Morris must be absolutely flying. This lead will be increasing exponentially. These guys need to get out the back and try and stay in this race here. You can't let Northcliffe get too much of a lead. Remember, they've still got Riley Fitz to go on the ski as well.
Yeah, they've got some really strong swimmers and ski paddlers that Zach will be able to tag. But you know what? Even when it's a strong lead, it's actually even more nerve-wracking when you've been tagged in the lead.
Yeah, it looks like Sunshine Beach there in second spot. Zach Morris on his way for home. Almost going to get this wave here. It's going to just go over the top of him. Braden Casamento from Alexandria Headland has pushed himself into third spot as we see the back markers make their way through the back break. Zach Morris, though, looking for a wave right now. He's trying to get down this one. He's not going to get that one. He looks over his shoulder. We can see Dylan Wilson there of Sunshine Beach. He's going to try and turn this one, and he's going to try and get his Sunshine Beach Eagles home. Here, they're soaring like eagles right now. Alexandria Headlands, Braden Casamento. We go back to Charlie Verco, and in fifth spot there, the Fried Eggs of Southport. Oh, nose goes down, Zach Morris. Almost gives me a heart attack right there. But BMD Northcliffe, they have been the clinical professionals for over 20 years now, the Australian club champions. And here, they haven't had a mixed taplin win yet this year, I don't believe. On their home beach, on the final day, on the final event of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, they may just get it done.
Don't call it too soon, Duff. We've seen
that was not a confirmation of victory or win. I was just saying, so far, they look good, they look clinical, just like they have over the last 20 years. This is a long way to go.
No, I like it. And Zach gets off, and you can see he's actually absolutely going for it there. We know he can do a sprint finish, and he's doing everything he can. It's sometimes confusing. They're turning the wrong way, and he's going down. They're tagging the swimmer. It will be Naomi Scott from BMD Northcliffe.
Oh, my She gave you a little bit of a heart attack there, Scotty. Looked like she's going to run into the back of Zach Morris.
I think she's blinded from the hot pink Subaru cross-track. She just took around the corner. It's the Ironwoman Series champion. But look at her weight. She's unbelievable across that bank there as we see Sunshine Beach just coming through the glare, just starting to roll on through. And it still got me. I almost had a heart attack then as Zach Morris came through the wrong way. I looked down at the piece of paper. I look up and I was getting heart palpitations busting through my chest as Naomi Scott makes her way across the bank now. This is a very, very commanding lead. I would say in the range of 100 to 200 metres as Dylan Wilson just makes his way through transition now.
So Dylan Wilson from Sunshine Beach is running around, tagging Gemma Smith-Welch.
Some great, very handy swimmers still up their sleeve at the moment. Gemma Smith-Welch is a very, very good. So she's going to have to try and limit that damage to Naomi Scott, or this is going to become a bloodbath soon.
But do you know what the question is? Where is Alexandria Headlands? Because they will be tagging Lani Pallister, and we have seen all weekend how good Lani Pallister is.
Well, right now on screen, that is Corey Fletcher, only just hitting the sand now, and his absolute wheels is up and flying. He's going to run around to make the tag. Probably going to go into Lily O'Sullivan here, but they're not giving up. That's the thing about Burleigh. We've seen it so many times this summer. We've all but ruled them out, and they do some crazy things to pull themselves back into the mix.
Oh, they do, and that's what this race we often see. It's just so much is going on there. There's chaos. Everyone's being tagged. But as we can see, the next swimmers are heading out into that green water.
The board and the ski is very difficult to pull away and make big, take away, I guess, big distances. But the swim leg's one where you can definitely do it. As we see now on screen, that's Lani Pallister pulling up alongside Gemma Smith-Welch. So when you talk about big plays and big moves, this could be the opportunity right now for Alexandria Headlands to catch back up if they are a chance.
Well, this is the moment right here. We saw earlier she won that individual surf race by at least 100 to 150 metres, and that is the gap right now to Naomi Scott. Now, obviously, the waves are going to play a massive factor right here, because I would be shocked beyond belief if Lani Pallister could swim down Naomi Scott all by herself. It is going to come down a little bit about the swell and what the waves are doing, but as you can see, the beautiful landscape there of the Gold Coast. Thank you. Big shout out to BMD Northcliffe, who has been the host club. As you can see, Naomi Scott, she is right out there, back beyond the breakers on a beach, on a stretch of beach which she has probably mastered for the last 10 years.
Yeah, definitely. Naomi Scott, she's been at Northcliffe for quite a few years now, and she trains here every day. I remember when she moved up from Manly, and her fitness has always been there. She's always been fast, but her skills have improved so much over the last few years. And right now, going through her head will be just give it absolutely everything, because Lani Pallister is coming.
Well, she would know that. Naomi Scott, she's smart. You'd be looking down the start line and going, right, who's where in the race so far? Who's going to be going? And obviously, Naomi Scott, very seasonal. She's a smart racer. She'd be looking along at Alex and Lani Pallister going, wow, this makes me a little bit nervous going in with a lead like that. But look at the rating right now from Naomi Scott. We saw it yesterday. She was so good at staying on Lani Pallister's feet. She can, nearly match her for speed. So she's going to be going absolutely ballistic, because she's not going to want to let her back into the race.
No, she won't. And one thing about Naomi Scott is she actually loves pressure. So she would have loved to go into this race in the lead. Whilst it makes things stressful, it makes things a little bit nervous. And we've had an injury here.
Yeah, we can just see
like
now.
The blue bottles. They're wreaking absolute havoc out there, are the blue bottles. Oh, how bad's the blue bottle sting hurt?
Yeah, it's the worst. We saw one of the worst I ever saw was actually this morning. Tannen Linden, one of the toughest guys in the field, came up and he had the biggest blue bottle sting all over his face, jaw and neck. He was in excruciating amount of pain, but we've seen all day a lot of the athletes just flicking them off their arms and legs. I even noticed Tiani Massey, when she ran up for the board race, she was very excited to get the win, but she was also rubbing her legs. It looked like she was trying to flick off some blue bottles.
Yeah, they may be small, but they can be nasty. It looks like Naomi Scott is turning that last swim can now, but Lani Pallister, she's gaining.
That is unbelievable. She has well and truly taken off a huge lead there from Naomi Scott. It's hard to believe, it really is.
I said I would be shocked beyond belief. It's an archaic term, but I cannot speak right now. This is unbelievable what we are witnessing from Lani Pallister and Naomi Scott. Two of the best here, but Lani Pallister has erased this 100-metre lead in the matter of 400 metres of swimming.
That is just incredible. It is a long swim in, and you can see every stroke, every kick, Lani Pallister is ever so slightly gaining on Naomi Scott from BMD Northcliffe, and they're still a little bit out from the wave zone.
Yeah, right now Naomi Scott would be redlining and starting to really hurt, but this is Lani Pallister's strength. We talked about it earlier, time and time again. She hits that second swim can and finds another gear, and that probably is testament to her 800, 1500 metre pool swimming background.
If the Olympians on the beach were shocked with her performance before, they will be, like me, beyond belief right now is what Lani Pallister is doing, because she has erased that gap. I didn't think she'd be able to swim it down. She proved me wrong. She made me look like a fool, and right now she is about to catch a wave, and potentially they sit, they prop, there's a wave on right here. Lani Pallister gets it. Naomi Scott gets detonated on, and Lani Pallister says, see you later, BMD Northcliffe. I'm taking this one away right now.
Oh my goodness, Lani Pallister, she was in that right spot at the right time. Naomi Scott turned around, it landed on her head. Some impressive body surfing skills from Lani Pallister. That has absolutely changed the game in this taplin.
It's turned the race on its head, has it not? Naomi Scott just probably swam a metre or two out of place there, and now look at this. We were going to be amazed if Lani Pallister caught Naomi Scott. She's just got another wave. She has not only caught Naomi Scott, she's going to do the same lead to her that Naomi had on her.
Wow, a combination of the right place at the right time and some excellent body surfing skills. Lani Pallister, I did not think that she would catch up to her either.
It's all fun and games in there, and it's all one big family of surf life saving, but Alexandra Headlands and their taplin team don't mind playing the villain, and right now they are trying to upset the home club, and Lani Pallister is the main event right now. She has just blown this field apart. Time and time again we speak of the praise of Lani Pallister, but the way that she has put this particular swim together is unbelievable. She has gone past Naomi Scott, BMD Northcliffe, and she has set up her Alexandra Headland club 4572 Taplin Town and start the ring again.
I can't remember. Do they still give team performance awards at the presentation tonight? Because that might be one of the most single-handedly impressive team race performances we've seen all summer long. That was unbelievable.
I have no idea what awards they are going to give tonight, and I better find out because apparently I'm emceeing. But she is going to go over and she is going to tag the Australian surf race champion, Cooper Williams, and he's going to head on down the beach. And this is where it gets interesting. How big is the lead as we see BMD Northcliffe are just coming through transition now with Naomi Scott. So you can probably say that lead potentially around 50 to 60 metres. Ruben Rees is going to march on down. Look at the performance as well from Sunshine Beach, tagged in third. They are punching well above their weight.
Unreal performance from Sunshine Beach. I'm so impressed with the work that Wes Berg is doing with all his athletes there up on the Sunshine Coast. This is an incredible performance so far from Sunshine to be up there in this class. It just really does impress me. Just the depth that we're seeing from Sunshine now. Notoriously in the past more of a smaller club. They're going head to head with Alexandra Headlands and Northcliffe in a 6-person taplin.
Yeah, this is really impressive from Sunshine Beach, and one thing that I know Wes works on with his athletes is surf skills, and it goes to show out here today. There is so much water moving all over the place, and this is where Sunshine Beach is really shining in that first place. But at the moment on the screen, it is Cooper Williams from Alexandra Headlands. He has a huge lead now. The tables have absolutely turned. It's Ruben Rees from BMD Northcliffe in second place.
And Cooper Williams was a pivotal part of that team yesterday when he set that one up. He had an enormous swim that put him in a spot, as you see, the Maroochydore Black Swans. They get off the beach there in about 4th or 5th position. But back at the front of the race, Alexandra Headlands, they are now the hunted. And chasing them down is BMD Northcliffe. Now, there's one thing that's going to happen is the support on the beach is going to come for BMD Northcliffe. They want to be able to win this one on their home beach.
Absolutely. They'll be the loudest on the crowd. And the one thing that I think is a bit of a danger for them right now, Ruben Rees is an open water swimmer. Usually in the surf races, he's not too fast when he's running in, and he gets caught in the field, but he manages to swim his way through. He's now being tagged in clear water out in front. Now, that's the most dangerous thing about Ruben's swim league, I think. You can't give him open, clean water, and right now he's going after Cooper Williams, who has a giant bullseye on his back.
Yes, and it's Darcy Lewis there swimming for Sunshine Beach in third place. But the interesting thing about these swimmers is Ruben Rees hasn't done an Ironman race, but Cooper Williams has. So potentially there's a little bit of fatigue there. We saw that in the females. Naomi Scott has done Ironwoman racing today. Lani Pallister was just focusing on the swim leg. So it becomes really interesting when it's the last race of the day. It's about speed. It's also about fitness, but fatigue comes into play as well.
Yeah, this is a long surf race for Cooper Williams. He's notoriously very much a sprinter. He loves the shorter races, and this swim league today, we mentioned it earlier, it's about 500, 600 metres. So whilst he gets off the beach quick across the break to that first can, I think from that second can on the way home is where we might see Ruben Rees really start to chip in.
And the other thing, Ruben Rees, he actually loves to be out on his own, in his own water, and that's something that all of these swimmers get today because it's really spread apart here. But you can see Cooper Williams, he's just looking up. He wants to be able to sight that turning can so that he does not have to swim any further than he needs to.
Yeah, he'll be desperately looking to find that green race one can. I think they're turning the green race on. That might be the board, the white ones. Yep, Cooper Williams just on screen now. He's made contact with that can. He's going to round it in first place. He might even try and have a little look under his right shoulder. Watch this. Yep. A couple of strokes there. He'll be looking, where's Northcliffe? Where's Sunshine Beach? How big is my lead? Am I going to get home? Are there some sets there? Where's the prize check? I want the check. How many ways are we splitting this? All these things he's going through his head. Yeah,
there's a lot going through his head right now, and I think he's holding that lead. It's really hard to tell, but he's turning that second can now just as Ruben Rees is getting to that first can. So this is a huge lead as they turn for home and start to head towards that wave zone.
Yeah, $12,000 on the line for the winning club here today. So massive prize money when it comes to the mixed taplin relay, and it's Alexandra Headlands. They took home the 12 grand yesterday. If they take home the 12 grand today, back to Taplin Town, the Bluff Bar will get another extension. And look at that, waves on the horizon as well. Those Shore and Partners Partners World Ocean Series cans. They get lapped up there with the swell, and it might just be the perfect spot there for Cooper Williams to pull down an absolute monster and surf away with this one. It looks like it's going to get a little bit full for him. He's not going to get that one, and Ruben Rees is going to be trying to rub his hands together, do the lotions and potions dance, and get the job done, and he almost does. Just feather on the top of that one. It might just stand up now for Cooper Williams. It won't. It'll fill in, but you can see the sand, the turbulence. That means he's getting close to the wave zone. Is there a set, though, for Ruben Rees, or will Cooper Williams have a leader's wave?
I've got to say, Cooper Williams' cadence and rating has not slowed down at all. He is absolutely racing with pride and passion for Alexandra Headlands. They love these taplins. He just goes to another level. It never ceases to amaze me. As we see now, he just feathered at the top of that wave. He's waiting, though. Cooper Williams has stopped. There's a wave here. If he gets down this is wow.
Oh, good body surfing there from Cooper Williams. He was the Ironman champ from yesterday. He took home the $10,000. He was a part of the winning team, and he's back here again today on the back there of their team effort so far. The main star, though, Lani Pallister, put together an unbelievable performance, and now Cooper Williams is trying to go on with the job. He's in that gutter, that dead water, and to be hoping, praying, wishing that Ruben Rees and BMD Northcliffe aren't coming on the wave behind him.
Cooper Williams is in such good form this weekend. You can see he's not letting up. He's got his intensity up the whole way through as he nearly gets down that wave. And you saw before, he just sat there for a little bit. You're trying to get in the right position to make sure that you can get down that wave, and he's on.
Well, that was it, isn't it? When you see Cooper Williams stop there, take a moment and make the right decision so that he can get the best out of the body surfing wave. That was probably the difference between, say, Naomi Scott before, who just put herself out of place, out of position. The wave landed on her head. Next minute, Lani Pallister capitalised on that and turned the gap around. Cooper Williams did the same thing there. So it's one thing to, when you're racing in this big surf, you've constantly got to be assessing and having a look at the conditions around you, isn't that? It's just so important.
Yeah, it definitely is. And you can see Cooper running up the beach now. But that was a really smart decision from Cooper, because it's often hard to pause and sit, especially when everything you want to do in a race is to keep moving forward. But it definitely made a difference for him.
Yeah, look, it's hard to make at the moment, but it almost looked like the BMD Northcliffe cut was just at the top of the screen before, so I don't think Ruben Rees is too far out of this at the moment. We'll have to wait and see. As we see now, Cooper Williams makes the tag. That's Emma Woods on the ski and going. Look at that. The shoulder is taped up. We talked about it yesterday. Emma Woods dislocated her shoulder on Tuesday at training. I could not imagine how excruciating that is, dislocating a shoulder, but then jumping on a ski and pulling through that paddle through water. She is just going to be in so much pain, but
she is so tough. Emma Woods,
as nails.
Yeah, definitely one of the toughest athletes that I have ever raced against. How she gets herself out in the ocean after a shoulder dislocation, it's happened time and time again. And there's Ruben Rees. He's running around. He's tagging Emily Doyle for BMD Northcliffe.
Yeah, and that's it. Emma Woods just come unstuck there on that last one there. A little bit wobbly out there on the ski. But right now, Emily Doyle chasing, as is Sunshine Beach. They are not out. As a huge swim there from Darcy Wilson. And he would have gone then to tag sister Freya Wilson. So it's the Wilson duo right now doing the work for Sunshine Beach. But Emma Woods back out in front, and looks like she's just trying to grit her way through this one. She's going right now through this shore break, and she's almost into the back.
I was asking Jack Hansen the other night, coach from Alexandra Headlands, how much is this going to affect Emma Woods' performance? He said she's fine with everything, the swim, the board, and obviously the run. He said the one thing that does hurt her or causes her a little bit of grief is obviously the ski paddling. Pulling that paddle through the water is really loading up in her shoulder, and that's the one thing. So every time she gets hit by a wave and loses all her ski momentum, she has to apply so much force and power down on the water, which is loading up in that shoulder, and maybe that's starting to give her a little bit of grief now.
Time after time right here at BMD Northcliffe Beach for the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, and Emily Doyle has found a nice clean way out here and pulled up alongside now Emma Woods. I saw as well Gemma Smith tagged earlier. She's going to fly through this break, and as well Sunshine Beach, they are there. Marugino, the Black Swans, they tag in about 7th position right now, but out the back Emma Woods and Emily Doyle side by side right now, and it's Alexandra Headlands with their nose just in front. But this is it right here, the battle between the mega clubs, BMD Northcliffe and Alexandra Headlands. They've both won these Mick Taplin before. it's going to be who wants it the most. I don't know.
Oh, I think they both want it so much today. This is the one that they all want to win. And what an exciting race. The gap has closed yet again. It's Emma Woods just in front of Emily Doyle. So it's Alexandra Headlands, then it is BMD Northcliffe. They're heading to that turning can. It looks like Emily Doyle really wants that inside. Emma Woods does not want to give her an inch.
Now, I'm not sure who's going to be paddling for Sunshine Beach, but I dare say it'll be Jamo Porter v Riley Fitz going head-to-head. Jamo Porter, prior to today's final, was the current ski leader, and then Riley Fitz took the win today. So this is going to be a ding-dong battle.
They are both the winners of the weekend. Jamo Porter winning yesterday, Riley Fitzsimmons winning today. So the most informed paddlers are about to be tagged. But as we can see, Doyle has just gone past Emma Woods, and it looks like it's a bit of fun out there at BMD Northcliffe Beach right now. It is the final event of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, and this is it. It's coming into the closing stages. They start to fire up now as they chase the swells back home. Emily Doyle on a nice little bump. She thinks better of that one. As you can see there, she just starts to pick off the top of that. Emma Woods as well. She takes the more northern approach in, and she's away on a little bit of a run. Emma Woods has hit the button, and off she goes. She's starting to put the pedal down, as is Emily Doyle. They are going tit for tat right now. One goes, the other stays. The other goes, the other wants to follow. There they go now. They're in that wave zone, and there are swell lines out the back. They've picked up a nice little bump. That southern side tends to just really pulse. You can see there how turbulent it is for Emily Doyle and Emma Woods. They're trying to get across that white water right there into the gutter, and they're going to have to navigate this shore break one last time. They're going to leave it up to the men to get it home.
Yeah, look at that. Absolutely amazing. That was so well done by the girls. You could tell they just wanted to take the safety option, isn't it? You don't want to slew your ski and lose it from here. There's too much on the line.
Yeah, they've taken the safe option there, but they've also... there's just a little shore break there. The shore break is still tricky. It's not just the back break. You can see Emily Doyle from BMD Northcliffe. She doesn't want to make any decisions. She wants to get in safe. And it's Alexandra Headland. It's Alexandra Headland and BMD Northcliffe. They're so spread apart right now. It is going to go into the last ski leg.
They are going to hit the beach together here. Alexandra Headland's BMD Northcliffe 1 and 2. Emma Woods is going to get the better of her at the moment. She will tag first, so it'll be Jamo Porter jumping on his ski with Riley Fitz chasing him down.
It's yesterday's ski winner versus today's ski winner. It is Alexandra Headland versus BMD Northcliffe.
It's actually Jake Morris that gets the nod there for BMD Northcliffe. So it's BMD Northcliffe versus Alexandra Headlands. It's Jake Morris.
Look at the rating of Jake Morris there.
They obviously looked at Jake Morris's performance and went, you were the winner. You didn't quite get the job done, but you're the fastest man out there for us today, and they've given him the nod. A lot of pressure and a lot of trust into the young man, and Jamo Porter has found a nice little way out there, and he has said, see you later, BMD Northcliffe. I'm on my way. Let's get this done.
The rating of Jake Morris then off the beach, you've got to wonder, is that going to come back to bite him at the back end of this race? You cannot maintain that higher rating for the duration of a course that's this long. So Jamo Porter, a little bit slower, a little bit more stronger and in control. Look at the way he's just reading that surf. He's just not made any mistakes at the moment.
Yeah, he went right and it just opened up there. He saw a little gap and he went for it. And Jake Morris is just getting hit a little bit more as the set starts to roll through.
Got to get out here, Jake. You can't let him get away now. He got to try and get up onto the back of Jamo Porter's ski.
Now, I wonder if the foot speed of Jake Morris came into the equation, knowing that it was last, and it may just come to a sprint up the beach. He is electric across the sand, and right now it potentially shapes up to be a sprint across the sand to take out the final event of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. Sorrento and Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park tag off the beach there. At the moment, though, Jamo Porter just slightly, and only so slightly, over the top there of Jake Morris and BMD Northcliffe. It's all the club pride on the money, on the line here for all the prize money. $12,000 for the mixed taplin, all thanks to Shaw and Partners. We can't thank our partners enough. We have a great list of them at the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series, Race 1 Surfcraft, Cell Aid, Jade Swimwear. We are Feel Good Inc., Surf Life Saving Queensland, everyone that has been a part of it, our new sponsors as well, Nordia, and we are into the final stages right here. Jamo Porter just over the front. It's going to come down to the final stages.
And Jamo Porter knows how quick Jake Morris is up the beach, so his tactic will be to get a wave, and he wants a wave on his own.
He does. Jamo Porter definitely wants a wave in front. He knows that. He comes off that third can there. Little bit of a runner here as he looks over his left shoulder. He wants to try and pick a little bit of a wave up. Jake Morris, top of screen there. Jake Morris heading back towards the north. Jamo to the south. They are lifting the rating right now. Jake has to try and reel him in. He can't let him get away now.
Yeah, Jake really needs to lift the rating
Wave
here. It
on.
looks like Jamo's on. Looks like Jamo's on. Jake's on in the top. Can he get down it? Can both of them get down it?
It looks like they're both down this wave. Is this the winning wave for either Jamo Porter and Alexandra Headlands or Jake Morris and BMD Northcliffe? They have had a winning day, have BMD Northcliffe, but Alexandra Headland are wanting to spoil the party. It's the home club versus the club from the Sunshine Coast. BMD Northcliffe versus Alexandra Headland. Jake Morris versus Jamo Porter. It's all about the line to the beach. It's all about who's got it there. Jamo Porter looks like he's got a little bump out in front, but does Jake Morris have enough? Jamo Porter with a ski length in front there. Jake Morris needs to get up and go, needs to get the rating to fire up. He's fast across the sand, but it might be finished in the water. Jamo Porter paddles away now from BMD Northcliffe. We said they love to play the villain, and they are trying to spoil the party right now on BMD Northcliffe Beach. It's a sprint across the sand. Jamo Porter trying to get it done. They get through the tape, and it's Taplin Town, baby.
Wow.
Alexandra Headland take the crown, and they go through the tape the traditional way just to try and confuse us even more. The villains, they do it again.
Oh, I thought they'd gone the wrong way there. What an absolute finish there.
That was insane. Who'd have thought? Jamo Porter, Jake Morris, so smart, I think, and calculated of Jamo Porter to come in down on that southern side. He knew if he gets off right beside Jake, he's not going to get him up the beach. He needs to take a little bit of a different line. Joshy Minogue's got him down on the beach. Let's hear about those tactics. That was unbelievable.
The boys up there in the box are lauding you over your tactic, Jamo. The right line home. We thought you were going the wrong way after the run round. You knew Jake Morris had speed to burn. You knew you had to get there first. What was going through your mind?
Oh, it wouldn't have been a very exciting finish if I didn't stand up first. So try to get to the beach. The water was going backwards. Coop was screaming at me, so I wasn't allowed to stop. So I got nothing. Lucky I got there first.
You're a leader here, but you're also a coach. What does it mean to yourself, the club? We hear it so often, but from the inside, what does this race mean to you guys?
Oh, this is definitely the one we want to win. It's it just has a special place at Alex. Everyone goes harder, everyone lifts. Obviously, it's really nice to have Lani do what she does, but even still, it's awesome.
How do you do it?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Everyone just tries really hard.
That simple?
Yeah, it must be. Well, we do actually have an Olympian in our team at the moment. I was going to say something about not having Olympians, but we do, so.
You've got an Olympic gold medalist in there. You've got young guns. You've got Emma Woods, who races with a dislocated shoulder. Somehow you managed to find a way, and it truly is special. What a way to finish this Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. You have to be incredibly proud.
Yeah, super proud. I'm pretty sure we've won 3 of these this season, so heard you guys say we'd only won 1 yesterday, but that's 3 now.
I'm glad you set us straight. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexandra Headland, they're Taplin Town.
Thanks, Menno.
Well, add another tally mark to Taplin Town. We had it all wrong yesterday. Apparently it's 3 on the trot for the season. But what a way to finish the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series off as we see the last little bits of the race replay as well. But what a phenomenal inaugural series we have had for the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. It has been tremendous. I'd have to say, I don't know what the highlight is. They almost didn't get the tape up in time. That's how quick Jamo Porter was coming across the line. But celebrations now from Taplin Town. But Paulie, we've been here from the start, or from the end of last year, 2024, we started the Shaw and Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. 13 events later, all across the country, as well as the ditch in New Zealand there, and we have now come to the completion, topped off with the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. What a way to round out the tremendous first series of the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series.
Yeah, look, it was unbelievable. All summer long, we saw some of the best racing. I can't even remember all my favourite highlights, but certainly I just need to say, for me, watching Bevilacqua win again today was unbelievable. That was just fantastic from him. What was your favourite moment, Haz?
Oh, today it was definitely seeing Georgia Fitzsimmons win and become so emotional at the end. You see just how much she wanted it and how hard work pays off. But it's been an incredible summer. There are so many highs, so many highlights, and you just see with the footage up there, it's not just the athletes it means a lot to, it's the support staff, it's the clubs. You see Shieldsy from BMD Northcliffe, so much work goes into this event.
And look at that, Sunshine Beach. They get the podium finish that they deserve. A tremendous performance from there. But I tell you what, I'm going to miss you guys. We're going to go into hibernation for a little bit, but I can guarantee next year when the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series returns, it is going to be bigger, better, and grander than ever. The prize pool, I would gather, is going to grow. The locations are going to be different, and we are going to take this truly global next season. We can't reveal too much, but I do believe we are going to take this global next season. So hopefully we get what we want and we take this around the world.
Wow, what an exciting time to be a surf sports athlete, and it wouldn't happen without the support of Earl Evans, Shaw and Partners. He loves this sport so much. He puts on so much money for all of these athletes and all the parents and families to come down and support and celebrate.
Now, obviously, we finish up the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series and we head into the championship part of the season, where all the athletes will go home, compete for their home clubs for the state titles and the state championships, and then we finish off the season of the surf sports with obviously the historic Australian Championships. We can see at Champagne, at celebrations, the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series is over for the year. Until next year, it's been fun. Matt, thank you. Harriet, thank you. It's been a pleasure to be alongside you guys. And I guess we'll be back next year.
We'll be back. Can't wait to do it again with you guys.
Beautiful. Enjoy, guys. Until then.